जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Good afternoon, and welcome to the 87th edition of SKOCH Summit on the State of Governance and Awards. Our focus today is on innovations covering ease of doing business, innovations in IT and impact of emerging technologies, science and technology, and ease of living. Two important panels of senior government functionaries today, consisting of practitioners as well as the domain experts, shall delve on some of these areas and make recommendations on how to cope up with the newer challenges, leveraging digital technologies and exploiting the emerging opportunities. But before we move on to the discussions, let me have the pleasure of announcing the first round of SKOCH Order of Merit semi-finalists. We will have 2 rounds of Order of Merit and 5 rounds of online voting. For the exact timings of the voting panels popping up on your screens, kindly refer to the agenda as soon as the voting panels are there on your screen. Do vote and support. It will be on for at least 60 seconds for everyone not to miss the opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, I move on to make the announcements for the SKOCH Order of Merit semi-finalists. I have the pleasure of inviting Mr. Jayant Narlikar, Commissioner and Secretary, Digital Infrastructure for DBT Scheme, Assam State Public Finance Institutional Reforms, Finance Department, Government of Assam. The next one also goes to the Assam State Public Finance Institutional Reforms, Finance Department, Government of Assam for State Public Procurement Portal, Mr. Jayant Narlikar. Industrial Growth Center, Chegaon, Kamrup District, Assam Industrial Infrastructure Development Corporation, Mr. Chinmoy Prakash Fukan, Managing Director. Mr. Ankur Jain, Mission Director for Sankalp, Assam Skill Development Mission. Mr. Jain. The next one also goes to the Assam Skill Development Mission for Northeast Skill Center, Mr. Ankur Jain. Mr. Anjani Kumar Singh, Director General, Bihar Museum Society. Mr. Amandeep Singh Bhatti, Mission Director, Chandigarh Skill Development Mission for Skill Development. Ms. S. Ministhi, Commissioner, Department of Commercial Tax, Government of Uttar Pradesh, Mukhya Mantri Vyapari Durghatna Bima Yojana. Department of Commercial Tax, Ms. Ministhi, kindly unmute yourself. You are still muted, ma'am. Please unmute.
Not mute.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Yes. It is an honor to be representing the Manya Mukhyamantri Vyapari Durghadana Bima Yojana as a Commissioner of Commercial Tax of Uttar Pradesh. It's a matter of delight that we have totally done away with insurance companies, and we have made it an end-to-end policy of supporting Vyapari, jo bhi through accidents or through death. If it is death, the family gets 10 lakh. If it is partial or total inability, we pay them. Now, the beauty of the scheme is that any Vyapari, he can be running a dhela also. That is the beauty of the scheme. That is the vision of a chief minister. It is not mandatory that you have to have a 40 lakh turnover. The moment you come under our family, so to say, from that day you're covered. And we have helped hundreds of families. And this year, record almost 30 crore we are going to spend. Already 15 crore to spend. We have asked for an additional budget. We have seen families crying with joy because we have made an end-to-end digital platform solution. So I'm honored that you're considering us for the SKOCH Order of Merit. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there any parallel to this anywhere in the country?
We
Or you
just
are the first one?
found that there is no model which covers any Vyapari without premium anywhere in the country. We just found that Madhya Pradesh and Uttarakhand have their own schemes, but end-to-end total digital platform run by a department on its own budget and helping Vyapari, no, there is no parallel.
Wonderful. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
The next one also goes to the Department of Commercial Tax for Project Learning Management System. Ms. Ministry.
Yes, I'm also the director of the Training Institute, and I'd like to know that this family is pretty big. We have 3,000 gazetted officers, starting from CTOs and above, assistant commissioners to commissioner, and almost 7,000 staff. So a very vibrant training institute. And during the COVID, because officers were coming in and we had to train them, so we developed this total in-house training module, right from registration to training to application to feedback to examination till their posting. We have integrated with the employee management information system. And this is linked to our website. So even if you're sitting at home and you want to do, you just want to refresh your learning, this module is available. We have trained 3,000 trainees this year itself. So it is unique in 2-3 ways. We did check whether other institutes are doing it, but in-house, point number one. Point number two, end-to-end integration. The day you join to the day you pass out in your employee management system, such a system is unique. And we have been able to do marvels during the COVID time. We have won a lot of digital awards for this particular initiative. So we are proud to present that also before the August audience. Thank you.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Chief Minister COVID-19 Special Relief Scheme, Department of Food, Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs, Government of Tripura, Dr. Sandeep Rathore, Special Secretary. Mr. Uday Kumar Swaroop, Director, Department of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, West Bengal, for Bangla Shri. Please unmute yourself. You're still muted. We won't be able to hear you. Scotch team, can you remotely switch on their mic? No. Technology does not allow us to handle your computer, so you'll have to switch on the mic from your system. You're still muted. Well, congratulations to you and the entire team. We move on to the next announcement, which is COVID Rehabilitation Assistance under Chief Minister Public Relief Fund, Department of Social Defense, Government of Tamil Nadu. Ms. V. Santa Krishnan, Director. Ms. Santana Krishnan. Ms. Nikita Pawar, Secretary, Department of Social Welfare, Women and Child Development from Chandigarh Administration, Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan.
I am extremely delighted and very, very thankful to Scotch for considering us and the efforts of Chandigarh administration under Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan. And I think this award, I would like to dedicate it to all the stakeholders, including our police department, health and education departments, and social welfare department, along with various NGOs and the civil society for making this Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan campaign successful in Chandigarh. Thank you.
Congratulations. E-Prison Suite, Directorate of Correctional Services, Government of West Bengal, Mr. Prasoon Kumar Maji, State Nodal Officer. Mr. Barun Kumar Ray, Principal Secretary, Directorate of Factories, Labor Department, Government of West Bengal for e-governance.
Hello, can you hear me, please?
Yes, please.
On behalf of my department, this is the Additional Secretary, Shyam Sen. Our Principal Secretary, Mr. Barun Ray, would definitely like to extend his thanks for our nomination in this SKOCH Awards. It's indeed an honor for this department and West Bengal. And the most important thing is that the Department of Labor has contributed to the maximum chunk of EODD, that is ease of doing business, of this entire state. And one of the major players is the Directorate of Factories. We have completely made the system of registration, licensing. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. There was a bit of an echo, but yeah, please go ahead.
This entire system of registration, license renewal, and most importantly, even the plan sanction, actually in all over India, I think apart from West Bengal, I think there are just 2 more states where this, even the plan is sanctioned online. And the unique feature is that at one point of time, the plan is directed both towards the chemical analysis as well as the civil part. So there is no waste of time, and the real-time delivery of the services has drastically reduced. And yes, this is of course a huge impact on the business and on the economy of the state. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you once again for explaining the nuances of the implementation of this particular project. Thank you so much. And now invite Mr. Shashikant, Additional Director from the Directorate of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Government of Haryana, Agribusiness and Food Processing. Do we have Directorate of MSME Haryana with us? Yes.
Good afternoon. Myself Shashikant, Additional Director, Directorate of MSME Haryana. We are doing agribusiness and food processing policy well. In this component, we are already approved 43 cases in a little state. Haryana is a geographically very small state, as you know. So in a very short time period, we have already approved within a span of 1 year 43 cases. Each we have given 5 crore grant in the form of subsidy to the formal units for growing, as well as employment generation, as well as society upgradation. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mr. Hemanta Kumar Panda, Director, Directorate of Soil Conservation and Watershed Development, Government of Odisha, for Farm Pond and Farm Pond Plus.
Good afternoon. I am Niranjan Sahu, representing Directorate of Soil Conservation and Watershed Development. We are thankful to the SKOCH Group for awarding our project Farm Pond and Farm Pond Plus. Here, the Farm Fund is an initiative to clear employment and conserve
Now
water.
your
But the
video is
next,
not visible.
no videos are, I have problem in the bandwidth. So,
Okay, all right, all right.
okay.
Sure,
And the
please go.
Farm Fund Plus is an initiative for multiplying farmers' income. So all the and integrated farming system models are demonstrated in these projects. So it is an state initiatives to increase multiply farmers' income through Farm Fund Plus approach. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Coastal Bioshield by Soft Engineering, Directorate of Soil Conservation and Watershed Development, Balasore, Government of Odisha, Mr. Siba Charan Jeti, Project Director, Watersheds. Mr. Rashmi Ranjan Patra, Assistant Director from Directorate of Soil Conservation and Watershed Development, Bhadrak, Government of Odisha, for farm pond with integrated farming system. Mr. Patra. Mr. Bivash Modi, Director, Directorate of Women and Child Development, Government of Assam, development of do-it-yourself toy kits for ECCE in Anganwadi centers. Dr. Rahul Gupta, Industries Commissioner, Industries Commissionerate, Government of Gujarat for Investor Facilitation Portal. Dr. Gupta, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, this is Dr. Manish from Team Gujarat, and we are grateful to SKOCH for this honor. This is dedicated to all the stakeholders and departments who contributed towards the success story in the betterment of the community, whether it is a business or citizen. Thank you so very much.
Well, congratulations to you and the entire team.
Thank you.
Mr. P. Jyoti, Pranab Jyoti Nath, Secretary, Water Resources Department, Irrigation Design and Research Board, Government of Kerala, for flood forecast and early warning system for Periyar, Chalakuddi basins. Mr. Nath.
Good evening, sir. This is Pranab Jyoti Nath. I'm Secretary Water Resources Department in Government of Kerala. I'm thankful on behalf of my team for providing us this opportunity, and also the Government of India's funding National Hydrology Project, which has given us the opportunity to reach this. This is basically a decision support system where we are bringing a lot of information which is available in this sector in terms of as a water manager and a water user, which can help us for creating a flood forecasting system and early warning system, which is called FPWAs, so that we can avoid all kind of possible disaster in the state and particularly in this basin. We're going to upscale the same model with the help of our in-house team, the same to scale it up as it has been already operationalized, this particular scheme. And the Kerala State Disaster Authority is using this model in a day-to-day analysis of its forecast system. So it is a very useful system. It's a complete software-based solutions which integrates data across sectors for providing a decision support system in a dashboard basis on a day-to-day level. So, which is very productive use for the entire department, and we are going to upscale it across. Thank you, sir, for providing the opportunity.
Well, congratulations. I now invite Mr. Derek P. Neto, Managing Director, Kadamba Transport Corporation Limited, Automated Fare Collection System with One Goa, One Card. Dr. Sanjeev Pad Joshi, Chairman and Managing Director, Kerala State Civil Supplies Corporation Limited for Civil Supplies Distribution System.
I'm representing Dr. Sanjeev Pad Joshi, Civil Supplies Corporation, Kerala. First of all, we thank you for considering us for the SKOCH Award. And Mainly we were applied for COVID relief kit. We were actually able to distribute around 11 crores of COVID relief kits for around 85 ration card holders during a span of 11 months. This was a great achievement for us. And, thank you.
Congratulations. Mr. B. Kalyan Chakravarti, Principal Secretary, Labor Welfare Department, Government of Assam, for ease of doing business. Mr. Chakravarti. Mr. Pradeep Kumar Biswal, General Manager IT, Customer Integrated Management Services, Orissa Mining Corporation Limited. Warehouse Management Solutions from Orissa State Warehousing Corporation, Dr. Ganeswar Jaina, Managing Director.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Ganeswar Jaina, Managing Director, Orissa State Warehousing Corporation. So, I'm delighted to know that SKOCH Group have appreciated the warehouse management solutions launched by our corporation. It is a completely digitized format where it has made supply chain management in all the warehouses spread over the state. Reducing the paperwork, it is completely paperless process where we can monitor the whole logistic arrangement and supply chain management sitting on the head office on real-time basis, and it has helped in reducing the paperwork and abolishing so many redundant registers which are required to be maintained at field level. So it will completely digitize our process and help in uplifting the operation process of warehouse corporations. I convey our sincere thanks to SKOCH Group for awarding us this SKOCH Honor of Merit Award. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations to you. Panchayati Raj and Drinking Water Department, Government of Odisha, Mr. Bimbadhar Sethi, Deputy Director for Gravity-Based Water Supply and Rural Electrification in Marooned Villages. Mr. Dipankar Chakraborty, Officer on Special Duty, Paschim Banga Society for Skill Development for Amar Karma Disha. Mr. B.P. Gopalika, Additional Chief Secretary, Personnel and Administrative Reforms Department, Government of West Bengal, Integrated COVID Management System. Yet another one for the Department of Personnel and Administrative Reforms, Government of West Bengal, Online Single Window for Puja Permission, Mr. Gopalika, Additional Chief Secretary. Third one for Department of Personnel and Administrative Reforms, West Bengal, for COVID ex gratia online system, Mr. Gopalika, Additional Chief Secretary. I invite Mr. Deep Raj Kanetia, Project Director, Samagra Shiksha, Department of School Education, Jammu and Kashmir, Student-Teacher Engagement for Educational Reinforcement. Talash, Samagra Shiksha, Department of School Education, Jammu and Kashmir, Mr. Deep Raj Kanetia, Project Director. Ms. Sangeeta Veera Santanam, District Social Welfare Officer from Social Welfare and Women Empowerment Department, Government of Tamil Nadu, Building Self-Sufficient Community for Transgenders. Ms. Santanam, are you with us? Yes, please. We can't hear you.
Is it audible?
Yeah, very faint, but yes.
I thank
You have to be louder.
SKOCH for selecting this project for the semi-final. for building a self-reliant transgender community in the district of Changalpet. This project is about to uplift the marginalized transgender by taking, first of all, the data of how transgenders live in our district, then providing their basic amenities such as all the government amenities such as ration card, voter IDs, and Aadhaar card, and then finally we decided to and providing them with housing facility for 50 transgender within that where 200 transgenders will be benefited through this housing scheme. As always, they live in groups, so each house can accommodate 4 transgenders, and after that, even their what to say, their livelihood is also taken care of to give a sustainable livelihood for dignified life. Thank you.
Congratulations. Organizational transformation, Tamil Nadu Handloom Weavers Cooperative Society Limited. Mr. T.P. Rajesh, Commissioner of Handlooms and Managing Director, Co-optex. Please unmute yourself, Mr. Rajesh. You are muted.
So good afternoon to all the participants. I'm T.P. Rajesh. I'm Commissioner of Handlooms as well as MD, Managing Director of the Co-optex. So basically, the thing is that we brought out some transformative changes in the corporations and the co-optex structures and functioning also. And as you know, that Tamil Nadu has been in the forefront of the innovations. So we have been moving towards situations where will our GDPs, of course, it is the second largest in the country, and we are moving towards $1 trillion economies by 2030. So I represent that thing. And in fact, we are very grateful to you also. Probably we'll try to, it will help us a lot in promoting ourselves, in promoting the organization, which stood for the welfare of the handloom weavers and the poor weavers of the state. Thank you.
Congratulations. Mr. Sandeep Nanduri, Director, Tourism and Managing Director, TTDC, which is Tamil Nadu Tourism Development Corporation. Leveraging technology for tourism promotion.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. I'm Pushpara, Joint Director from Tamil Nadu Tourism, sir.
Congratulations to you. Would you like to say a few words?
Yes, sir. We have been putting the 3 points which has been there. So that is leveraging technology for tourism promotion. That is production of AR/VR brochures for all the UNESCO sites for the betterment of all the tourists, those who are visiting, and they can get the more information about that. QR code has been introduced in that. So that also, through that also, tourists can easily get the details of the UNESCO identified sites and they can go for that. That is one thing. And the next one is OTA platforms.
We'll come to that one.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Increasing customer reach and improving service quality. Tamil Nadu Tourism Development Corporation, Mr. Nanduri, Director, Tourism and Managing Director.
I'm same representing for this also. For the increase in the customer reach, we have been online travel aggregators platform. Through that, all the TTDC hotels has been registered with that and improved the business. And QR codes also been increased. QR codes also been introduced for all the hotels, and we have gained more businesses through this OTA platforms.
Congratulations once again.
Yeah.
And another one, registration of tourism operators for
Next
Tamil
is
Nadu
tourism.
Tourism Development Corporation.
Yeah, tourism operators. For that, we have various tourism verticals. We have been identified 4 tourism operators, and bed and breakfast, adventure tourism, caravan tourism operators, and camping sites. For to regulate all the things in Tamil Nadu, to provide the better services for the visiting tourist, we have introduced the guidelines, and mandatory registration has been introduced through these guidelines for all the operators to provide world-class quality of services to the visiting tourists to the sites.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tamil Nadu Water Supply and Drainage Board for Water Quality Monitoring in Rural Panchayats, Mr. Sarvanan.
Very good morning to all. On behalf of our Managing Director, through Saravanan IAS, Tamil Nadu Water Supply and Drainage Board, myself, Tamil Chelvan, receiving this award from a SKOCH semi-finalist, SKOCH Order of Merit Award. We feel proud to be one of the shortlist among the SKOCH Awards, and thank you for your recognition across the nation. Thank you.
Congratulations. Mr. E.V. Narasimha Reddy, Managing Director, Telangana State Industrial Infrastructure Corporation Limited for Special Food Processing Zones. Mr. Reddy.
Yeah, good afternoon to all outside. I thank SKOCH for selecting us as semi-finalists. And food processing zones, basically on the objective of connecting the primary sector, the agriculture and the farmer, to the manufacturing sector, and providing this at the doorstep of the industry, doorstep of the farmer. That's the reason what we have done in 32 rural districts. We have identified the lands and we have started developing these food processing zones in 250 acres to 1,000 acres. Already we have done in 13 places, 10,000 acres is developed, wherein end-to-end solution is there, are also backward and forward linkages are done. Not only this will help in a tree-prone strategy. Basically, it helps the farmer in getting the good MSP and also the good price. Second one is the MSMEs are encouraged in these particular zones. And third one is the employment generation in the local area. This is the main objective. On these lines, already 13 industrial zones, which are called special food processing zones, are developed.
So if I may ask you, what is the current status there? How many industries have become operational, or they're still in the process of developing?
We have, yeah, thanks for this good question. Actually, you said to compile in 50 seconds, so I tried to do that. 1,496 units are already given allotment, and out of which 1,300 have submitted their final financial closures, and about 50 units already started construction. They will be going into operations in next 3 months.
Next 3 months?
Yes.
So these 1,500 odd applications which are there, so by when do you expect them to be operational?
Maximum of 8 to 9 months.
So that means by the end of the year, all of them
Yes.
will be operational.
Yes.
Fantastic. Wonderful project. Thank you so much for participation.
Thank you.
Mr. Rabindranath Roy, Managing Director, the West Bengal State Handloom Weavers Cooperative Society, Tantuja. Supply of fabric for school uniform for 1 crore students of West Bengal. Mr. Roy.
Yes, good afternoon, sir, and Happy New Year to everybody who are present and watching this program. Yes, I myself, Rabindranath Roy, Managing Director of Tantujo under the Department of MSME and Textile Government of West Bengal. This project was implemented in the year 2022. We have completed this project. Tentative number of students, our reach was 1.17 crore. And main focus was to make an ecosystem of power loom in the state so that over the passage of time, West Bengal can be self-reliant in production of shooting and shorting required for the students from pre-primary to class A. At the same time, to provide sustainable livelihood of self-help groups who are engaged for tailoring and stitching. You will be happy to know that about 82,000 self-help groups have been tagged with 82,000 number of schools for measuring, tailoring, and stitching of school uniforms all over the state. So we are happy for giving us a chance for participation in this SKOCH Award. Thanks to SKOCH Group again and again. Thank you.
Mr. Roy, what is in
Yes.
your estimation, the number of direct and the indirect employment this project would have generated and will further generate in future?
Yeah. This is the continuing process. The state government has reimposed the same duties, same work for the year 2023. And in this connection, I must answer that 82,000 self-help group means at least 50 members of this group. So 82,000 into 50, these are the women force under self-help group. And in production of fabric, about 614 power looms have been installed so far. Previously, it was only 110. So about 3,000 weavers are engaged in these 614 power looms. Moreover, we have 3 spinning mills. They are producing yarn, that is PV, that is called polyester viscose yarn. In this mills, about another 5,000 workers are engaged. They are doing this work throughout the year. This year, I mean in 2023, they will produce almost 25% of the total requirement of 5.34 crore meter of fabric. So in terms of livelihood or employment generation, it will be 3,000 plus 5,000 plus 82,000 into 50. Altogether, this number of people are getting livelihood through this scheme, and the budget outlay of this scheme is 574 crore in 2022.
Wonderful. Phenomenal achievements. Congratulations to you and the entire team.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Water Resources Department, Government of Tamil Nadu, Dr. Sandeep Saxena, Additional Chief Secretary for construction of new regulator across southern and northern arms of Kolarun River on the downstream side. Water Resources Department, Government of Tamil Nadu, Dr. Saxena once again for construction of barrage across River Kaveri in Nanjai Pugalar village at Kurur district. Third one for Water Resources Department Tamil Nadu, Avinashi Athi Kadavu Pumping Scheme. Fourth one for Water Resources Department, Government of Tamil Nadu, diversion of food surplus water from Mettur Dam to dry tanks in Sarabanga Basin in Salem district. West Bengal Handicraft Development Corporation Limited for Manjusha, Mr. Amit Datta, Managing Director.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Sir and on behalf of the entire team of Manjusha, I extend my sincere thanks to the SKOCH Group for nominating us this award. Manjusha provides the marketing opportunity and the promotion opportunity to the excellent handicraft artisans of the entire state. We are into the promotion through our Manjusha showroom. And basically, we look forward to the redevelopment, the reinvention of our age-old handicrafts, retaining the heritage, retaining the culture, because each craft doesn't only represent the craftsmanship, but it represents the rich heritage of West Bengal. So we are aiming to redevelop the crafts of West Bengal, retaining the age-old tradition of Bengal. And our aim is towards the optimum development of the artisans as well as the crafts, so that one day each household will have a piece of Bengal in itself. So thank you very much.
Congratulations to you and Mr. Datta, along with the entire team.
Thank you.
Priyanka Ji, Director, Parenting Clinics, Women and Child Development Department, Government of Kerala. Women and Child Development Department, Kerala for Aswa Sanidhi. Ms. Priyanka Ji, Director. Third one, for Women and Child Development Department, Kerala, Project Dhira, a project on martial arts training to adolescent girls. Ms. Priyanka Ji, Director. So ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the announcement of the first round of SKOCH semi-finalist order of merit. Since we have time for starting the next panel, I request SKOCH team to run a small video.
मैं नितिन जयराम गडकरी ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा।
उस समय मुझे मेरी माँ की याद आ रही थी। मुझे हमारे पार्टी के लिए जब हम 2 MP चुनकर आए थे, उस प्रतिकूल स्थिति में काम करने वाले कार्यकर्ताओं और नेताओं का स्मरण हो रहा था। उन कार्यकर्ताओं को, उन नेताओं को मैं कभी भूल नहीं सकता।
इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर मैन ऑफ इंडिया, बहुपक्षीय राजनेता, सपने देखने वाले और कड़ी मेहनत करने वाले नितिन गडकरी एक प्रतीक हैं जिम्मेदार नागरिक होने के। वो एक प्रतिबद्ध राष्ट्र कार्यकर्ता और एक दूरदर्शी नेता है। नितिन गडकरी का जन्म 27 मई 1957 को नागपुर शहर में हुआ था। पहले हिंदी और बाद में अंग्रेजी मीडियम की शिक्षा सरकारी स्कूल में पूरी करने के बाद उन्होंने GS कॉलेज से M.Com और नागपुर विश्वविद्यालय से लॉ किया। लोगों की सेवा करने का भाव उन्हें अपनी माताजी से मिला।
मेरे जन्म के बाद परिस्थिति बहुत खराब थी। लोअर मिडिल क्लास की स्थिति में उस समय था। खेती थी, मैं खेती भी जाता था, पर परिस्थिति अड़चने रहती थी। पर प्रतिकूल से माँ का मुझे प्रेम मिला। माँ बहुत सोशल थी, गरीबों के लिए थी, लोगों की सेवा करती थी। मुझे याद है मैं लॉ में गया, मैं लूना चाहिए थी। बहुत पीछे पड़ा माँ के कि मुझे लूना ले दो, लूना ले दो। पैसे नहीं थे। उसने अपने सोने के बैंगन, बड़ी जाड़ी एक पाटली बोलते हैं, उसको निकाल के दी और मैंने शिक्षक सहकारी बैंक के गांधी बाग शाखा में वो गिरवी रखकर, मुझे उस समय 4,500 रुपये मिले थे, उसकी मैंने लूना खरीदी की थी। वो माँ ने मुझे दी थी। मेरे को माँ कहती थी कि लोगों को कहती थी कि ये अपना परिवार का नाम बहुत बड़ा करेगा, बड़ा होगा। उसके आशीर्वाद मेरे साथ थे।
देश में आपातकालीन स्थिति युवा नितिन के राजनीतिक जीवन में एक महत्वपूर्ण मोड़ था। वो भूमिगत राजनीतिक गतिविधियों में सक्रिय थे। उनका घर विभिन्न गतिविधियों के लिए भूमिगत आधार था। वे आपातकाल के खिलाफ पुस्तिकाएं मुद्रित करते थे।
और उसी के बाद में लोकतांत्रिक युवा मोर्चा करके जनता पार्टी की एक ऑफिशियल विंग तैयार हुई। उसका मैं फिर विदर्भ का प्रमुख बना और उसके कारण ही बाद में जनता पार्टी में एक्टिव था, जनता पार्टी के लिए काम करता था और वही मेरे राजनीतिक जीवन की शुरुआत है।
RSS और ABVP के साथ उनकी सक्रिय भागीदारी और सहयोग ने उन्हें इस स्तर के नेता के रूप में विकसित करने में मदद की। राष्ट्र और समाज की सेवा करना उनका मुख्य लक्ष्य था। 28 साल की उम्र में उन्हें पश्चिमी नागपुर से चुनाव टिकट मिला।
चुनाव तो हार गया, पर मुझे बहुत लोगों ने कहा कि तुम बहुत अच्छे नेता बन सकते हो। मैं काम करते गया, दीवारों पर लिखने का काम मैंने किया, पोस्टर चिपकाया। अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी और जॉर्ज फर्नांडिस दोनों का मेरे ऊपर प्रभाव था। अटल जी का स्वभाव, बड़ा दिल, स्टेट्समैनशिप, इनसे बहुत सीखने के लिए मिला।
मंत्री के रूप में महाराष्ट्र विधानसभा में उनका प्रवेश उनके दृष्टिकोण और सपनों को लागू करने का एक आदर्श अवसर था। उन्होंने विधानसभा में विधायी सदस्य और मंत्री के रूप में कार्य किया। बाद में उन्हें महाराष्ट्र का बीजेपी प्रमुख नियुक्त किया गया। अंत में वो पार्टी की वरिष्ठ जिम्मेदारियों को पूरा करने के लिए दिल्ली पहुंचे।
और इस प्रवास में मेरी कमिटमेंट देश के साथ है, समाज के साथ है, गरीब के साथ है और विचारों के साथ है। मैं एक बार मंत्री बनने के बाद टीवी खरीदने के लिए गया, कलर टीवी। फिर मेरे मन में आया कि टीवी अगर इंस्टॉलमेंट में मिलता है, एम्बेसडर गाड़ी मिलती है, तो टनल और ब्रिजेस क्यों नहीं मिल सकता। उसी से विचार करते करते फिर पीपीपी, बीओटी वो विकसित हो गया।
वो ठाणे भिवंडी बाईपास के पूरा होने में मुख्य रूप से संलग्न थे, जो बीओटी मॉडल पर आधारित देश की पहली सड़क थी। बांद्रा वर्ली सी लिंक, मुंबई पुणे हाईवे और मुंबई में 55 से अधिक फ्लाईओवर उनके द्वारा शुरू किए गए थे। उन्होंने इन परियोजनाओं को पूरा करने के लिए बाजार से भी धन आमंत्रित किया। उन्हें इस बात का एहसास था कि सरकार के पास पर्याप्त धनराशि नहीं है, इसलिए बुनियादी ढांचे का निर्माण कर टोल एकत्रित किया जा सकता था। नागरिक इन सभी सुविधाओं के साथ यात्रा में समय, ईंधन और पैसा बचा सकते थे।
मैं जब आया तो 403 प्रोजेक्ट 3,85,000 करोड़ के लगभग एनपीए की स्थिति में थे। कॉन्ट्रैक्टर बर्बाद हुए थे, पर मेरे डिपार्टमेंट ने और मेरे सहयोगियों ने, हमने मिलकर इस देश को, हिंदुस्तान की बैंकों को करीब 3.5 लाख करोड़ के एनपीए से बचाया। जो 2 किलोमीटर पर डे पर रोड कंस्ट्रक्शन आया था, वो 29 किलोमीटर पर डे पर, और अगले साल 40 किलोमीटर का टारगेट पूरा करेंगे।
पिछले 67-68 सालों में महाराष्ट्र में 5,000 किलोमीटर का नेशनल हाईवे का नेटवर्क था। अभी गडकरी जी ने 15,000 किलोमीटर का एडिशन उसमें किया है और 5,000 किलोमीटर और ऐड उसमें कर रहे हैं।
इतिहास में पहला बार ट्राइबल के एरिया में निकोबार डिस्ट्रिक्ट, छोटा सा जिला जहाँ 30,000-40,000 वोटर्स है, आज नितिन गडकरी नेशनल हाईवे घोषणा कर दिया 45 किलोमीटर।
डेवलपमेंट ओरिएंटेड फास्ट ट्रैक डिसीजन में फटाफट निर्णय करना। हाया में बात करता हूँ। दूसरा टीम वर्क, सबको साथ लेकर काम करो। और चौथा ट्रांसपेरेंसी, करप्शन फ्री सिस्टम।
श्री सुंदरलाल पाटवा ग्रामीण विकास मंत्री थे जब नितिन गडकरी महाराष्ट्र में थे। वे सड़क, बुनियादी ढांचे के निर्माण और अन्य चीजों पर चर्चा करने के लिए मिलते थे। एक दिन नितिन जी ने उनसे कहा,
पटवा जी, आपको कुछ करना है तो गाँवों को जोड़ो। और फिर उन्होंने मेरे अध्यक्षता में अटल जी को बोलकर एक मीटिंग हुई। अटल जी ने मुझे जिम्मेदारी दी, कमेटी बनी। नाबार्ड के उस समय के अध्यक्ष थे। 1,10,000 करोड़ का जीडीपी बढ़ेगा, ऐसा उस समय रिपोर्ट आया। उस सवाल को अटल जी ने स्वीकार किया।
2009 में भारतीय जनता पार्टी नेतृत्व में बदलाव की तलाश में थी। लाल कृष्ण आडवाणी जी ने सुझाव दिया कि पार्टी नेतृत्व को युवा पीढ़ी के नेताओं के हाथों में सौंपा जाना चाहिए।
4 नेताओं के नाम है, नरेंद्र मोदी जी, शिवराज सिंह चौहान, मैं और मनोहर पर्रिकर। पर बाद में शिवराज जी मध्य प्रदेश में आवश्यक थे और मोदी जी गुजरात में आवश्यक थे। और फिर मनोहर और मेरे से मेरा नाम का चयन हो गया। और जब मुझे निर्णय पता चला तो मैं आडवाणी जी के पास गया, सबके पास गया। मुझे अध्यक्ष क्यों बनाते हो? मैं तो कभी दिल्ली आता नहीं, मुझे दिल्ली का अनुभव नहीं, आके राजनीति पता नहीं। फिर सबने कहा कि नहीं, अब तुम्हारे सेवा पर रहने, तुमको बनना है। अटल जी को मैं अध्यक्ष बनने का आशीर्वाद लेने के लिए गया तो मैं उनके पैर छुए, आशीर्वाद दो। तो उन्होंने आंखें घुमाई और हाथ हिलाया। वो उनका मुझे आशीर्वाद मिला, ये मेरे जीवन का बहुत बड़ा सौभाग्य है।
2014 में जब बीजेपी सरकार को ऐतिहासिक चुनावी जीत मिली तो नितिन गडकरी को विकास की राजनीति करने का अवसर मिला।
मोदी जी ने मुझे पूछा था, तो मैंने कहा कि मुझे रोड का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर काम दो। तो उन्होंने कहा कि हम 3-4 प्रमुख लोग हैं, तो फाइनेंस, डिफेंस, होम, इसमें से भी आप सोचो। तो मैंने कहा नहीं, मुझे कौन से नंबर पर है इसके बजाय मैं जो अच्छा काम कर सकता हूँ मुझे दीजिए। मुझे आप रोड का काम दीजिए, रोड शिपिंग का काम मुझे दीजिए।
भारत में सड़क मार्गों और जलमार्ग परिवहन क्षेत्र में माननीय मंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में काफी बदलाव और प्रगति हुई। सागरमाला कार्यक्रम के तहत 572 परियोजनाओं की पहचान की गई और इसीलिए बुनियादी ढांचे पर निवेश के लिए 8 लाख करोड़ रुपए एकत्रित किए जाएंगे। इस कार्यक्रम से सालाना 35,000 से 40,000 करोड़ रुपए की लागत बचत में मदद मिलेगी। ये कार्यक्रम घरेलू जलमार्गों की आर्थिक स्थिति को दोगुना कर देगा। इसी प्रकार भारतमाला परियोजना के तहत देश भर में 64,000 किलोमीटर सड़कों का नेटवर्क बन रहा है।
इसमें 50% हमने 24,000 करोड़ का काम लिया है, जो 7.5 लाख करोड़ का है। और मैं आने वाले दिसंबर तक 7.5 लाख करोड़ में से करीब 3.5 लाख 4 लाख करोड़ के काम शुरू कर दूंगा। और इसमें कम से कम अभी 10 लाख करोड़ के काम मैं शुरू कर चुका हूँ।
गडकरी जी के नेतृत्व में भारतीय राष्ट्रीय राजमार्ग प्राधिकरण ने 135 किलोमीटर के इस ग्रीनफील्ड एक्सप्रेसवे के माध्यम से जिस नई कार्य संस्कृति को बढ़ावा देने का कार्य किया है, वह अन्य सभी कार्यदायी संस्थाओं के लिए अनुकरणीय होना चाहिए।
कि उन्होंने 9 नेशनल हाईवे हमारे मंजूर किए, लगभग 35,000 करोड़ रुपए की लागत उनसे आएगी। तो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर जितना हरियाणा में बढ़ेगा, जितना उत्तर प्रदेश में बढ़ेगा, दोनों राज्यों की प्रगति होगी।
4 धाम के रस्तों का काम पूरा करना चाहता हूँ, मेरी कोशिश है कि वो पूरा होगा।
Welcome back. We will have more opportunities through the day to finish the video, which we had to cut halfway through, as we are right on time to start our next panel. Innovation is the main driver of governance transformation in the 21st century. Governments historically are not commonly associated with the creativity, nimbleness, or risk-taking ability required to innovate. However, this changed after Modi ji assumed office in 2014. Since then, he strived hard to introduce the culture of innovation and creativity in governance. The government innovations, or governovations, as we commonly call it, have greatly helped the cause of transparency and accountability. Talking of technologies, we have emerging technologies as artificial intelligence, machine learning and robotics and so on and so forth. This has brought India at an inflection point. We have been ranked first for the AI adoption by organizations and 7th for the number of newly funded AI companies by Stanford AI Index 2022. India has also been ranked first in all 5 pillars of peak technology decision intelligence maturity scale, which includes AI as well. And that assesses businesses, commercial technology, as well as modern technology adoption readiness. Includes government as well. Given this, we need to pause and assess, how do we ensure that the potential of technologies is harnessed, not just for entertainment, art, etc., but also for large-scale social transformation and inclusive development and inclusive growth. It's time to democratize the benefits of technologies. As with any efficient decision-making system, democratizing access to data with relevant data governance mechanisms and decreasing barriers to information is one way to build an honest, trust-based digital society. Furthermore, the macroeconomic policies, adoption of technology, and timely reforms undertaken have made it possible for the Indian corporates and businesses to contribute immensely to India's growth story. Ease of doing business is one such dimension adding to it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this panel on ease of doing business. Let's talk about it. EODB is helping the economy and boosting the confidence of wealth creators, as the regulatory environment is increasingly getting sensitive to the needs of the industry. India's rank in ease of doing business, according to the World Bank, has improved from 142 in 2014 to 63 in 2022, and reduction in compliances is now a major focus. This is a blissful scenario and should be made a basis for next level of economic transformation. The rankings should gradually improve. PM Gati Shakti, the new logistics policy, and several other initiatives that have been taken recently are the key priority areas of the government. That means the focus is on infrastructure. That will help holistic planning of all infrastructure projects and bring down logistic cost tremendously. Ease of doing business will remain at the core of it. The world definitely is looking at us. So this panel seeks to highlight how India would reciprocate with stellar performances on multiple fronts. Also seeks to analyze how India would make use of this opportunity as businesses are increasingly in search of an alternative destination for diversifying and reaping the dividends. And India provides that kind of a breeding ground. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome our panelists today. Mr. Belapu Kalyan Chakravarti, Principal Secretary, Labor Welfare Department from Assam. He's worked in various capacities, cross-sectoral and multi-sectoral, across the length and breadth of the country, includes revenue, developmental, magisterial, and taxation administration. He's also obtained specific experience in the fields of agriculture, industry, information technology, elections, World Bank, ADB projects, food management, so on and so forth. My first interaction with him was in the year 2004-05. If you may recollect, you took us to a place called Jalukbari, wherein you were looking after the sales tax and how it was eased, and the number of trucks which were visible there was close to zero, because it was a free-flowing moving traffic rather than a whole kilometer-long queue, waiting to pay the octroi. Excellent work done. I still remember that. I look forward to learning more from you. Mr. T.P. Rajesh, Commissioner of Handlooms and Managing Director, Tamil Nadu Handloom Weavers Cooperative Society Limited from Tamil Nadu. 30 years of outstanding service in the government, quasi-government sectors and PSUs, recognized for his in-depth knowledge, outcome-focused and large-scale project impact. He's also worked for the welfare of persons with disabilities and also recognized for the effective implementation of Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao in the state. Mr. Narasimha Reddy, Managing Director, Telangana State Industrial Infrastructure Corporation. For over a decade, he has been dedicatedly working for the development of industrial infrastructure in the state. From 2015 onwards, he has been heading TSIIC and responsible for conceptualization and establishment of world's biggest pharma cluster, which is Hyderabad Pharma City, spread across 19,000 acres. That's huge. He's also implemented Kakatiya Mega Textile Park near Warangal in 1,200 acres. Mr. Rabindranath Roy, MD of Tantuja, West Bengal. He has been at the helm since 2011 and provided leadership to the society and turned it into a profitable organization from a loss-making one. And today, greatly contributing not only to livelihoods and employment of generation, but also the overall community development, having worked with thousands and thousands of, he just mentioned 82,000 SHGs whom he has been associated with and supporting their families and everything. It's a great work. Tantuja has also been a SKOCH awardee in the past and appreciated nationally for the contributions made by him and for the organizational achievements. We're joined by Mr. Abhishek Dastidar as well, who is a consultant working with the Directorate of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, West Bengal. He's been a key member of the EODB team in West Bengal, and past 4 years, he has been working very closely with various departments in implementing various marquee reforms as part of the Ease of Doing Business initiative in the state, and closely associated in implementing several online systems and single window portal in the state. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to you. Welcome all once again to this panel discussion. So we'll divide it over 3 questions. I will put up a question. Let's spend 2 to 3 minutes, each one of us, and then we will come back to the next one so that, in the end, we make this discussion interactive. So my very fundamental question: how do you see ease of doing business rankings a real progress in your state, in your perspective? So let me start with Mr. Kalyan Chakravarti.
Thank you very much for the introduction, and it's been a very long time. I think I met you about 20 years ago when I was the Commissioner of Taxes.
True.
Been a long journey, of course. I was a plethora of departments, and currently in the ease of doing business, I think Assam, as you're aware, has been ranked as the most improved state by the surveys of India Today and various other magazines. And the reason has been that we have tried to identify as to what are the issues which really impact business when they come into Assam, whether it is in terms of permissions, trade licenses, land, electricity, and labor. and what are the various pain points that that an industry faces. Of course, as of today, of course, Andhra and Telangana are at the top for various reasons which they have been doing. It's a legacy kind of a thing with the various chief ministers like Chandrababu Naidu. We have an extremely aggressive chief minister, Mr. Hemant Biswa Sarma, you're all aware of, and he has been driving it. One of the, of course, the department that one of the departments that I'm currently representing is the Labor Department, and the Labor Department, you're aware, has can be a nightmare for many of the people who are setting up business. So I will not go into the other aspects of land, revenue, electricity, etc. I'll just speak about labor as such, because that is a very key part of the EODB. And the few things that we have done as far as the Labor Department is concerned is twofold. One is to to use the silver bullet of IT in terms of converting all the approvals which are to be given, like whether it's a labor contract license or whether it's shops and establishments, or whether there are about 27 acts under the Labor Department. So we have tried to decriminalize, increase the fines, make it into an IT-based kind of approval systems. For example, last year we had hardly about 308 applications which had come online. This year, for example, only in the labor contract itself, we have got about approximately 50,000 applications which have come online. So you can see that the shift from offline system to an online system has become real. Secondly, we have brought in amendments in the various acts, shops and establishments. Now, a shop can be open 24/7. Probably it's the first in the country, in the sense, of course, by maintaining also the essence of the labor law in terms of protection of the labor, their welfare, and how do we ensure that they are given all the benefits, social welfare benefits, but yet to also ensure the flexibility to a businessman to keep his shop open, not to be penalized for small things like not maintaining a register or not maintaining small things in his shops, establishment, and industries. So the point is, we have amended the laws. We have made it IT based. We have looked at factories, boilers, shops and establishments very closely, the pain points. We try to decriminalize most of them. We have now also looked at labor in terms of how best we can give them benefits. So for that also we have used IT. The welfare earlier, which used to be offline, going to very few number of labor. Now we have tried to extend it to all the labor, whether it is the tea garden labor, whether it is the transport labor, whether it's domestic labor. So we have initiated the IT processes in the various sectors as far as labor is concerned, and we have started introducing some sort of cess so that the labor welfare can be taken care of. So welfare, IT, and decriminalization and the respect and the other amendments as far as the labor sector is concerned is the ambit in which we are trying to do EODB as far as this sector is concerned. I'm not speaking over the other sectors because there are secretaries in that direction, but labor is a very important sector which can do which can ease the business of setting up an industry and working through it. So in sum and substance, this is what I had to tell you.
Sure. Thank you so much. I'll come back to you in the next round and a couple of questions too, along with that. Yeah. And now invite Mr. T.P. Rajesh. Over to you.
Sir, actually, Tamil Nadu, as you know, that Tamil Nadu has been one of the very important states in the country, which has a natural endowment of resources also. And it has a very diversified manufacturing base. So when you talk of anything like automobile components, automobile components, pharmaceuticals, garments, textile products, leather products, and IT-enabled sectors, I think Tamil Nadu has been one of the very important things. And of course, Tamil Nadu has a dream of, as I said in the opening part of the speech, that probably we want to make our economy, which is the second largest economy in the country, with the GDP of around 300 billion. And we want to make it $1 trillion economy by 2030. So the ease of doing business, for that as a precursor to to facilitate the ease of doing business, Tamil Nadu is one of the states which has implemented the Tamil Nadu Business Facilitation Act way back in 2018. And we have also adopted the single window system for giving clearances, especially for big ticket investments in the manufacturing sectors as well as the MSME sectors. And so that has really facilitated the process, and a lot of investments are coming to Tamil Nadu because of so many factors is there. One important factor is about the connectivity part of it. We have port connectivity and the sea connectivity. We have infrastructures, road infrastructures. We have 3 big corridors are there. The Chennai-Bangalore Industrial Corridor is there. Chennai-Kanyakumari Industrial Corridor is there, and Kochi-Coimbatore-Bangalore Industrial Corridor is there. So we also have that wide, vast skilled persons who speak English language. The skilled things are there. So this infrastructure-wise, we are very good. And of course, our the skill base of Tamil Nadu is also unparalleled. And we also have a conducive environment for the businessmen to come here to facilitate, to start the business, to start the facility. So we have an excellent law and order situation there. And it is more a cosmopolitan sort of a thing. So people, they feel more comfortable when they come to Tamil Nadu, especially in metro places like Chennai and Tier 2 cities. So these all factors cumulatively has contributed to the growth of Tamil Nadu. And in this context, if you look at it in this context, the ease of doing business has an impact on the flow of funds to Tamil Nadu from the other countries, because it has given a confidence among the investors to come and to invest in Tamil Nadu, which has a traditional basis, that traditional ecosystem, well-developed ecosystem.
Yep.
So I think this answers my your
sure. Right. I move over to Mr. Narasimha Reddy.
Yeah, good afternoon again, and good afternoon to all the panelists. Yeah, the question is very straight. Actually, that's a very sound question. When it comes to Telangana state, actually Telangana state is the new state that was formed in 2014, and the EODB started from 2015 onwards. So the challenge was there before us. When a new state is formed, we have to look at the resources and how to enhance in utilizing them, and also legally how we can go about. So then in 2014 itself, the new act was passed in the assembly in Telangana. That was the landmark enactment, I can say. I think nowhere in the country so far also it is there, except for the single window system. Single window system is there in every state, but Telangana's single window system is by an enactment in the assembly that is called TS IPAS Act. This basically gives 3 vital things. One is the right to the investor. Every investor has a right to invest in the state, and by this right, he can demand the approvals well within the time specified in the Act. The Act says the clearances have to be given within 14 days. So if it is not given, and on 16th day, it is deemed approval. Deemed approval is also part of the enactment. It is by act, by virtue of the act. So that is the right the investor is having. And another key factor in the act is self-certification. The investor can certify himself that he is going to follow the law of the land, and he can start his construction on day 1. So this kind of uniqueness of the act has enabled us to be in the top achievers for the last 4 years. In 15, we were at 13th rank in the EODB, but 16 onwards, we are on the top of the list. So for rank 1, 2, and top achiever. We have been continuing. For this, it is not that easy. And what we have to do at the ground level. What we have done, immediately after formation of the state, we were having a challenge of power, actually electricity. So within 8 months from formation of Telangana in 2004, we have ensured 24/7 electricity for the industry, that too the quality power that was given. Second thing is the law and order. Any investor will look at the law and order situation in a state. So we have taken all the measures ensuring that the law and order situation is quite good and very encouraging. And the third one is the state itself was formed based on the requirement of the water. The waters were not provided properly from the perennial rivers Godavari and Krishna. So that was the main contention when the Telangana agitation was going on. Immediately on formation, we have done irrigation as a very priority sector, and we went with the Kaleshwaram project, which is world's largest multi-level lift irrigation project. With that, we have ensured the supply of water as well. These are the key factors which enabled us to be in the top of the list, apart from amending 64 acts that are required. The major reforms, what we have taken, 300 plus reforms we have taken up. And with this, the investor got the confidence in Telangana. Like Tamil Nadu panelist was mentioning, they have the advantage of the geography. They have the port and other things, but we are landlocked. Still, we are doing well. And we have understood the strengths as well. We were top producer of pharmaceuticals and seed. We have strengthened that, and also we are very strong in the defense and aerospace sector. While looking at the ecosystem already existing, we have tried to attract more investment into the state. This is how we are doing on the ease of doing business.
Very
And
nice.
other important one single point I would also like to mention here, we are now focusing not on EODB, because EODB anyway is happening across this country, and we are doing well as a country as well, as per the World Bank report, as you have mentioned, somewhere from 142 we came to 60s, and we have to go further like Singapore in the top rank. But the cost of doing business is also very important. Recently, we have focused on that. We are trying to do whatever best we can do for cost of doing business, to reduce the cost of doing business.
Thank you. Mr. Roy. Mr. Roy, are you with us?
Yes, just a minute. Yes, sir. Audible, sir. Am I audible now, sir?
Yes, you are.
Good afternoon. In our state, I mean in West Bengal, there is a maximum number of MSME registered as far as in the context of national scenario. So state government has taken so many steps for ease of doing business. There is a cell in our department. It is looked after by Director MSME and Textile. For this, government has started, department has started Shilpo Sathi, a single window service which can be accessed online. And objective of this single window service is to serve as a digital gateway for providing the necessary statutory compliances under the related acts, rule, policies, and schemes of the government of West Bengal. And secondly, investors can get also certificate or license required for setting up MSME units online. Thirdly, thirdly, Shilpo Sathi kiosks have been set up in 23 districts of our state. This 23 industry facilitation center provide handholding support to the MSME units as well as investors seeking statutory compliance service, etc. In this connection, government has also brought in Rural Entrepreneurship Hub, West Bengal Textile Incentive Scheme 2022, Bongosri, another gateway for applying loan subsidy for setting up MSME units or big industries through this online system. And there is West Bengal incentive scheme also. To facilitate these services, department has also introduced mobile app. It is called Shilpo Disha. Entrepreneurs or investors or who are startups, if they face any problem with the different departments or compliance of legal compliances, they can register their grievances through this mobile app, and dedicated team will answer or guide them for solution. Besides this, another thing that the department has introduced, it is called synergy. In all the districts, after say 3 months, in every district, the department and Directorate of MSME organize synergy. That is, in this synergy, other departments which like fire, pollution control board, then electricity, land and land reforms department. These departments are linked for getting some clearance for setting up MSME units. So in this synergy in each district, which is held quarterly, all the officers, they go there, they set up a camp discussion, district business associations, they participate. Through GMDIC, the entrepreneurs, they also participate, they discuss their problems. And in this synergy, there is, kiosks or stalls of different departments, pollution control board, fire, MSME, etc. So any problem related to particular department, they can go there, they can discuss it, they can register their complaints, and necessary help or guidance are provided if instantly or it is noted in their camp, and within 15 days, they take the effective answers or results. So this ease of doing business, that is also in good shape in West Bengal and good response. And quarterly, this district level synergy is held. In that synergy, there is also banker's stall. It is called finance clinic. There is technical clinic. There sits a number of engineers, so that they can provide the startups or entrepreneurs the technical know-how, and they can give other problems if they face. So
Mr. Roy,
this single
I will interrupt you here.
Yes.
Mr. Roy, I'll interrupt you here. Let me get the viewpoint from our last panelist on this particular question. I'll come back to you asking for more. If you may kindly allow me to invite Mr. Dastidar.
Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Dastidar, please.
Okay, thank you.
Do we have Mr. Dasadar with us? Has he been disconnected? Yeah, I can see him there. Dasadar, can you hear me? Your video is switched off and we can't hear you. Well, request you to kindly fix your video and mic so that you're part of the discussion. In the meanwhile, let me pose the next question, which was more relevant, perhaps, both to Mr. Roy and you, Mr. Dasadar. But since you are not there, so let me ask Mr. Roy. How is it that you see EODB be made more effective for entrepreneurs, particularly what does it mean for the small and medium enterprises, because they are the ones who suffer the most? How EODB can be made more effective for entrepreneurs, particularly for MSMEs?
Yes. Say, just not to online facilities are there, they can access to it, but most of the MSME startups or entrepreneurs, they are not conversant with the use of internet, or they won't get access in rural areas. That's why our department as well as state government is organizing synergy in different districts after an interval of 3 months, so that our officers, not only MSME officers, engineers, but other relevant departments, they can reach out the people in their locality. I mean, in the district level. That's why this synergy is organized. This synergy is very effective for redressal as well as transmission of information from the government level to the entrepreneurs level.
Sure. If I move over to Mr. Kalyan and ask you the same question, how do you make it easy for the entrepreneurs, particularly in the MSME sector?
See, to make it easy for
Can you switch on your video, Mr. Kalyan?
Okay. Yes, please.
Yeah, I can see you as well. Please go ahead.
Okay. So, your question is, in fact, the number of officers, people coming and going, etc. So please don't mind that.
Yeah, that's ease of doing business.
it's a working day. So you were saying, in fact, I was listening to what you were just asked. You said that how do we make EODB good for small sector, right? MSMEs in the smaller sector.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a question more for, of course, an overall question for industry, the power board, and also for the labor. But my understanding is, first and foremost, when we look at Northeast, I was listening to also Narasimha Reddy say that Northeast has come out. I hope you give me about 3-4 minutes for me.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So I would like to again state that, see, Northeast, the Northeast of the country has been plagued by a couple of things like insurgency and unrest and social movements with regard to insiders, outsiders, besides, of course, its natural issues of floods, etc. So we've come out of that, though at the time of independence, Assam was ahead of rest of the country in terms of its per capita and its GDP growth. Because of the intervening period where we faced this kind of unrest and this kind of destabilizing forces, we had fallen behind. And it's only in the last 10 years that we have really turned around. And though we are much, much more remote, we don't have the natural advantages of a Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, which had the legacy of the British rule there, or Tamil Nadu and Bombay, or even the thriving Hyderabad, we are actually starting from scratch compared to the rest of the country. And we have really moved very fast into the top 10 in the last 10 years. So I wanted to make that clear as far as, why we are moving and how we have understood what our strengths are in terms of nature, in terms of tourism, in terms of the beauty of the place, in terms of the water that we have, and in terms of our accessibility to the Northeast, to the ASEAN countries. So we are building on those strengths. Now, coming to this specific question that you've asked with regard to how do we really help the small entrepreneurs? Of course, we have been helped by the Government of India in terms of the benefits that the Government of India gives in terms of taxation and the other things. And as I said, in case of all the approvals, whether it is in labor, electricity, or in terms of the benefits in terms of subsidies, etc., we try to make it through digitized modes. The most important thing I think that the entrepreneurs, small entrepreneurs face, MSMEs face is electricity and land. In terms of land, let me say that Assam has introduced something called Vasundhara project, which has been appreciated even by the Honorable Prime Minister, wherein the most complex thing is allotment of land and ensuring that that there's an electricity, and besides, of course, all the other approvals which need to be followed up very, very fast. And then we have made this allocation of land, etc. Everything is online, and just like Karnataka is doing, we also had we are having dedicated teams. In fact, I would like you to look at the website called Vasundhara in the state of Assam, which really meets the needs as far as land allocation is concerned. And MSMEs, of course, we need to also support not only in terms of the inputs that we give, we also need to support them in terms of the output, in terms of their markets, and in terms of linking up to things like Flipkart or to e-commerce transactions, etc. So the government provides both input kind of facilities, output kind of facilities, and also the logistics support, like the Brahmaputra, the kind of waterways that we are having, the kind of transportation and logistics that the Assam government is providing. So we are having huge investments which are coming in because of the nature of the comprehensive way in which we are looking at promoting these MSMEs. We are very unlike most of the other states, we are very focused on the MSMEs because that is where employment is. And we are focused that in the next 4 years, we will be skilling and probably employing about 12 lakh people. So we are on a very steep upward curve, and we know that MSMEs mean a lot in their survival. And for example, ensuring their survival financially, logistically, and also in terms of the approvals have to be taken care of. So various secretaries are involved. I am sort of representing all of them. So we are going from step to step in this direction. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to extend this question to Mr. Reddy, saying that, in the name of environmental protection and clearances and so on and so forth, a lot of places we have seen wherever there are smaller enterprises found to be, quote unquote, polluting the environment under the whether the local courts or NGT or whatever, they are told to shift away from that area and go farther away. Easy for a large organization, which is tens of thousands of crores of rupees turnover, to set up operation at a new place and start off. But having to shift a smaller enterprise, which is already struggling, fledgling, going to a remote area, starting operation from there, in the name of environment, even though you are creating, the necessary infrastructure there, employment becomes an issue, availability of manpower becomes an issue, accessing market becomes an issue, the costs really go up. So it's kind of a dichotomous situation. How have you been handling in your state?
Yeah, really, it's a very good question. First of all, your insight into the issues, really amazing. I have been working here for last 8 years. We have struggled a lot with these things initially. Now we have collaborated and put forth the system called in every industrial area. What we are doing, we are only taking the environmental clearance. And whether it is sector specific or it is a multi-product industrial area, based on that, we are also providing the common infrastructure. When I say common infrastructure, particularly with respect to the pollution related effluent treatment, sewage treatment, etc. The good part here in Telangana is we have the authority with us instead of having the Panchayat Raj or municipality, which looks after the civic amenities. We are delegated with the power. We are called Industrial Area Local Authority. The local authority is also with me. It is enabling two ways. One is non-interference of the political parties, which generally create a problem for the industry. And second thing is the maintenance part of the industrial area. This is in the hands of a local authority, which is supported by the units of that particular area by themselves. So this is how we are tackling the management of the industrial parks. As you rightly pointed out, the pollution is a big concern, and going forward, now as per the sustainable development goals, we need to look into the climate change and everything. So we as an infrastructure corporation, we are looking into that and we are providing. For example, I mentioned Hyderabad Pharma City. You have also mentioned while talking about my resume. So there in 19,000 acres, handling the pollution, particularly it's a pharma city, is a bigger challenge. When we have to take the environmental clearance from the MOEF, we have sat with them, the environmental clearance committee, for 5 times. We have to tell what kind of measures we are going to take to counter the pollution. So we could finally give all the solutions, and we are going ahead with that. When we talk about that, the in every industrial area, 20 to 30% of the land is dedicated for the MSMEs, so that the coexistence is very, very important. These are the ancillary units for the main industry. Therefore, in every industrial park, we are doing that. Secondly, we are also constructing the plug and play facility, wherein we are going to create all the infrastructure, including the power, water, everything, and also a training facility in the industrial area. And we are going to train the people. Particularly, MSMEs are lacking technological advancement. This is another key area where we found this is very, very important to compete in the open market, in the world market. Unless if they go traditionally, it is not going to help them. That's why looking into that as well. And another key area we have identified, particularly the credit availability for the MSMEs. So we have created one separate organization called Telangana Industrial Health Clinic Limited, which looks into the incipientness of the MSMEs and also the sickness of the MSMEs. And we help connect them to the bankers, financial institutions, and a part of investment is also going through the industrial health clinic, wherein the TEFs, the techno-economic feasibility studies are done by this TASCL, and we are guiding MSMEs. So in a nutshell, what we are trying to do also give preferential procurement in the government, so that we can also support MSMEs. That is another key aspect of what we have looked into. These are the various angles we have looked at MSME, and we are trying to provide what all government support that is required so that they can sustain. What we believe in, if the MSME ecosystem exists in the state, then only you will be able to attract the major investors into the state. Because unless you have the MSME sector here, immediately a big company coming and they will be looking for the components, it will become a mismatch. That's the reason we have been looking at. That's how we could succeed in aerospace and defense manufacturing. Tata is having all its giant ventures here, Tata, Lockheed Martin, Sikorsky, you name anything, Boeing, and Airbus is also coming, and Safran is also here. This is because of 2,000 MSMEs themselves are existing in Hyderabad. They are into the component manufacturing. And there is another big sector, because of the public sector undertakings at that point in time, these small industries have developed, but they are struggling for the new businesses, wherein we have understood that, and we are trying to get more bigger investments and supporting MSMEs. And whenever you find a time to visit Hyderabad, I would request you to see the MSME exclusive industrial area developed in 500 acres. You will be definitely appreciating that. Thank you.
We will do that in our next visit. Thank you very much for sharing your viewpoint.
Just a minute.
Kalyan sir.
Yeah.
How are you?
So I was saying that how I was in Telangana for last 6 years, five and a half years. So we did work together on Pharma City and Kaleshwaram. I was looking after environment there. So I can understand the amount of hard work he did, and I assisted him in doing that with regard to the environmental clearances.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
That's wonderful. In fact, we have maybe another 5-7 minutes. I can quickly float one question. That's for anyone to pick up. When we started in 2014, the basic premise of EODB was the simplification of processes and procedures. So in 2020, a study, revealed that India has over 69,000 regulatory compliances across various businesses in the country, of which 63% pertain to states. Remaining were with the central government. In last 2 years, more than 33,000 compliances have been simplified. It's a great news, but does it really translate to enhancement in business? So how have rationalization and digitalization of regulatory compliances particularly helped spur EODB, insolvency and bankruptcy code being one? So let me start with Kalyan.
The question is, does it help? Of course it does. In the sense, when we have made redundant so many of the laws, we have decriminalized the laws, we have digitized the nature of approvals, and as Narasimha Reddy, my colleague, was saying, that we have made deemed approvals part of the act, and we are doing so across the country gradually. We are trying to understand the pain points. All these, without a doubt, will help. It used to take an industry about 8 months, 9 months to even set up. And I think in Telangana, it takes hardly 1 month now, or probably lesser, to set up. So all states are trying to catch up as far as to Telangana and Andhra in terms of the speed and delivery. But one point, what you've said, and what probably we all do miss, is that despite all this, ultimately it's a human attitude that makes a difference. So even when we really say that deemed approval are there and everything is there, supposing, say, if the attitude is very critical, if you put an objection, if the officer decides to, at the time of land allocation, he puts an objection, etc. See, a lot of things can go wrong. And then how do you make it business friendly? Because there are not number of things, the time of renewal should be increased from 1 year to 5 years, so that he doesn't have to go every year to that person. So, and also the manner in which we treat them. So the attitude aspect and the discretionary aspect of the government can still remain. And therefore, though we simplify, unless we incentivize the attitude aspect, I feel, and ensure that that only then EODB will make sense, because it's more than processes. It's an outlook, and the outlook is business was evil. Government will always start business was evil. We have to change that to business being a partner. So to really to come together, even in PPPs, make the difference. That would be the most important thing. I think over and above the processes, procedures, acts, deregulation, decriminalization is also the component of the human attitude is, I think, the most critical thing. Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Rajesh, quick one from your side.
Sir, actually, actually we have implemented around some 301 business reforms suggested by the Department of Government of India. We have implemented the thing in Tamil Nadu. This means a lot, especially to the MSMEs, small MSMEs. Unlike other states, Tamil Nadu has own for the MSMEs to cater through the land requirements, power connections and other things. We have some industrial estates. Some 115 industrial estates are there. Now we are coming up with 4 clusters. MSME in Tamil Nadu is one of the very important things. Of course, the largest employment provider, maybe around some 12.94 lakhs are there. Unincorporated enterprises are there. Remaining things are there. Unincorporated enterprises, which are around 35 lakhs are there. So we want to facilitate them. The facilitation process, probably these procedures, the archaic procedures, bureaucratic ridden procedures, it stands a long way in hurting them, and stands a long way in blocking them and having an access to the information which they really require. Of course, this is the decriminalization of some of the acts. We are also started the process on that. So this helps us a lot. And we are also giving a hand-holding thing, as from the Telangana, they are saying that the technology, we need technological advancements. We need persons to give a hand-holding to the technological MSME units. We have been using the technology. So we have a well-established system of the district information centers who hand-hold them, the MSME units, especially small investors. We want to encourage the entrepreneurs. That is our objective. New entrepreneurs come to the new entrepreneur news that they have to take up small activities, especially cutting across the different sectors, whether it is in that automobile is a well-established thing. It is not a automobile, pharmaceuticals and other things are a well-established thing. They have their own MSME units are there. Emerging sectors for the IT-enabled services, we are providing the thing. So Tamil Nadu, I think we have started the process. I would say that it is not complete, it is an ongoing thing. So once it helps a lot, I would say that it helps a lot more than the big ticket investments of the big players also.
Thank you. Mr. Dasadar, we haven't heard from you. I've been waiting to speak with you, probably missed you in the
Thank you very much. I think esteemed
yes.
panelists, they have covered all the points. So I'll just touch upon certain things that, as a UODB as a whole, that the state of West Bengal has done over the last decade, and as well as in the MSME sectors. And this is how we are planning to move ahead. So, in last decade, beginning of the last decade, UODB was, sort of thought of only of the online system. So you go online and you say it's in UODB. But no, we have moved on from there. We have a single window portal. We have a single window act to back that portal. And I'll just touch upon certain points that we have actually covered to how we have raised our bar. So over these years, this documentation reduction, like you now you do not require a renewal of a shops and establishment act here in West Bengal, and similarly the trade trade license is real time now. So this is how we have reduced documentation. We have done a government process re-engineering over the years, and reducing the timeline. The timelines which were there earlier, we have reduced it, and also backed it up with West Bengal means Right to Public Service Act. Moving forward, as this deemed approval, this is one of the things that has we have been taken up. We have taken up in this UODB initiative, and one of the biggest problems that was there in I think all over the country was this inspection regime. People were scared of this inspection going on, but here what we have done, we have simplified it. We have made it system driven, so that the inspectors get selected based on a system. System selects the the inspector, and randomize it, made it transparent, time bound. And the visits are also, we have tried to make it synchronized. So a labor inspection and a inspection for a pollution control boards are being happening at the same time. So this is how we have gone through, and now we are actually also working on the assessment of reduction of doing business, cost of doing business. This is what is our next focus. And just to touch upon the the MSME part, there also we have taken some marquee initiatives like giving them a financial clinic So this synergy that takes place in West Bengal, we have a financial link because the state has thought that the MSME they need the funding support also. So the government gives them that financial clinic sort of a support that they can come and we handle them with banks. So like all these things we have done, and just to end for the MSMEs, we have a online portal where they can put in their products, showcase them. We train them how to put their products and what to showcase, and we give a proper hand-holding. So this is how we have done UODB in the States. I'm looking forward to do it and taking it further. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much. In fact, it's an interesting subject, and more time, definitely a lot more time would be required, because in a short span of 40-50 minutes, not many questions can be answered. But yes, we have a few takeaways before I wind up the discussion here. Then EODB is for real. It's true that when you pick up speed, you move at a faster pace. But when you're on top of the hill, then of course the speed slows down, and the real challenges come up. So probably that's the stage wherein we've already entered. And some of the panelists did talk about that, a lot of capacity has been added, but a lot needs to be worked on, changing the mindset of the officers, because the real hurdles can actually come there. Of course, the reduction in compliances, increasing digitalization have helped to a great extent. But what about the technology infusion? We've been talking about India today as a digital economy, but most of the, apart from the large enterprises, the infusion of technology and the investments in technology at the medium, small enterprise level is something which poses a big question. And, absence of modern technologies always would come as a hindrance, even though the simplification of processes do take place. So that is something we need to look at. And, overall, while we say that the element of inspection and this has reduced and the amount of self-declaration has gone up, so that has actually helped to a great extent. But yeah, instead of purely focusing in, ever since 2014 till date, we are looking at like 6 to 8 years that we have spent looking at ease of doing business. Perhaps time is now to look into the cost of doing business, because that's exactly where the competitiveness is going to belong. And we have to improve our rankings further. The states within the country have to improve their rankings vis-a-vis other ones. So that's exactly where the cost is going to come in. So, well, thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me in this discussion. Thanks to Mr. Kalyan, Mr. Rajesh, Mr. Reddy, Mr. Roy, and Mr. Dasida. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So with this, we move on to the announcement of the second round of semi-finalists, Scotch Order of Merit. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure of inviting Valaramathi Santhanana Krishnan, Director, Department of Social Defense, Government of Tamil Nadu, for COVID Rehabilitation Assistance under Chief Minister Public Relief Fund. We have Department of Social Defense. Mr. B.P. Gopalika, Additional Chief Secretary, Personnel and Administrative Reforms Department, Government of West Bengal, Integrated COVID Management System.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Abhishek Roy. I'm the head HCM to West Bengal. I'll be receiving this award on behalf of Gopalika sir. So basically, this integrated COVID management system was launched in the 2021 lockdown. And the best part was that we launched it in 3 modes. One, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Please go ahead.
So we launched it in 3 modes. One was a mobile app, one was a web portal mode, and one was a WhatsApp bot. The scenario was so dynamic that it kept on changing. Initially, we started with just telling the people about the availability of beds in the hospitals. It's as well as private and government hospitals. We're just telling them which type of beds, HDU, CCU, ICU, with oxygen, without oxygen, are available so that the people can go to the hospitals where the beds are available. So the bed scarcity then changed to oxygen scarcity. So we added oxygen availability feature into that. So what the point which I would like to mention here is that primarily when the app was launched, it was meant only for the availability of the beds in the hospital. Then we came on with the next version of the app. So we kept on iterating, and around 5 new versions of app came, and around 10 services were given into this particular system. But most of the people were not updating the app, in spite of telling them to update it, and we also informed them through SMS to update. They didn't update it. Whereas we also launched a WhatsApp bot. In WhatsApp bot, this update system was not required because that WhatsApp app is already installed into the system, and all the services were being populated as a from the backend systems. So we kept on iterating it, adding the new services as per the scarcity into the entire system to the WhatsApp bot. So WhatsApp bot for this became a huge success. We started taking requests for the hospital beds also for the government hospitals. So there was this entire form was getting filled. We were taking their parameters, SPO2 parameter, comorbidities details, their positivity RT-PCR report number was, SRF number was taken, which was integrated at the back end to the main portal to check the things. And based on the severity, so of course we are not in a position to provide bed to everyone. So based on the severity at the back end, an AI engine was running, and which were basically people were in the need of the bed immediately, and someone from back was putting and setting them up and getting them to bed. So this was the system which we did, and it was really useful, particularly in the WhatsApp bot mode.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Online single window for puja permission. The next one also goes to the Personal and Administrative Reforms Department, Government of West Bengal.
Online, initially this. Many currencies. So it starts with the from the land. If the land is a government land, either the PLRO or the PWD will give. Local municipality, fire, then pollution control board, electricity, police clearance. Many such regulations are there. So pre-COVID, everything was manual. Apart from this one look, Vidhanagar Commissionerate and Howrah Police Commissionerate, but during COVID it was not possible. So our SCM madam announced that entire permission will be online. We were supposed to just apply once, only one single consolidated form was supposed to be filled in, heading to the approval was then being truncated and sent each.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you very much for being with us and telling us more about this application. The next one also goes to the Personal and Administrative Reforms Department for COVID ex gratia online system. Mr. Gopalika.
Disconnected.
Your voice is not audible.
Yeah, it got disconnected. Now I'm online, I think.
I can hear you now.
Yeah. So what it not only included the entire forms, all other charges, for example, electricity charges or some charges for the fire or for the land rent, everything was also being collected in a single debit, multiple credit mode. So the person who is applying is supposed to just fill one form, single form, and he is supposed to only once for each and everything. And post that, and post the entire clearance, local authority, in commissioner to the police, and in districts to the DM, and finally after their approval, they used to get an online single window puja permission. It was initially started Durga Puja and puja as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much and congratulations. Mr. Kalyan Chakravarti, Principal Secretary, Labour Welfare Department, Government of Assam, Ease of Doing Business. Kalyan Chakravarti. Mr. Pradeep Kumar Biswal, General Manager IT, Odisha Mining Corporation Limited, Customer Integrated Management Services.
Good evening, sir. Am I audible?
Yes.
Good evening, sir. It gives us immense pleasure and satisfaction to be recognized on a platform like this, SKOCH, for the immense effort we have put in to operationalize this system, which is about a highly customized end-to-end digitized solution to map the entire whatever possible sales process in an online platform, starting from customer onboarding to final invoicing and including revenue generation. Sir, you may appreciate using this platform since its inception, and we have been using this system for 2.5 years almost, or close to 3 years. We have generated around 38,000 crore of rupees on this platform revenue generation. And in this financial year itself, it is about 13,500 crores. And it also, sir, the major highlight point of this application is realizing in single transactions on the fly, one can use this platform to make payment in a single transaction, tuning up to multiple crores. And this payment realization happens in this single day itself. It is quite unique, and it is a quite customized arrangement between our bankers and us through a customized payment gateway. And it is customized for us. And this is adding immense value to our system. And the way we are scaling it up around these 3 years, probably 3 times or 3.5 times, we have scaled it up our operations. It wouldn't have been possible but for the effective uses of this system. So thank you for your appreciation, and we thank you for that.
Congratulations. Mr. PLN Raju, Director, Assam State Space Application Center, Shiksha Mein Sudhar, a web GIS tool. Mr. Raju.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much. Actually, we are the State Space Application Center of Assam, and then we developed a portal on the request of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, basically facilitating the education department, enabling the total database. There are around 45,000 schools across Assam at lower primary, upper primary, and various levels, and wanted to have the with all the facilities, like which are the schools with electrical facilities, which are the schools with toilet facility, drinking water facility, etc. So that when any scheme comes and to upgrade the facility, which are all the schools doesn't have, so these portal has enabled in that. And then recently also Government of Assam came out of idea of to reduce the some of the schools which are all not having the sufficient number of teachers, etc., and then integrate some of the schools together so that economically reduce the cost on government. So this Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, Shiksha Mein Sudhar, this portal is enabled the state government in this direction. So it is an online portal, and then it is being used by the state education department. So we have facilitated them.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
Biofertilizer, biopesticides, Chhattisgarh Biotechnology Promotion Society, Dr. Girish Chandel, Chief Executive Officer.
Good afternoon to all, and I think we are really thankful that you have recognized our work. And I think, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So I must say that we belong to the state of Chhattisgarh, and as you know that we are basically a urban state. 40% is the forest coverage, and then the tribal population. So our society is basically during the pandemic and then the war. There was some DAP crisis. What we did is we had already talked to the government, and then government is having a very good facility. Around more than 10,000 SHG groups are made to produce the biofertilizers, mainly the vermicompost and all. So what we tried is using the technology and then enriching all the biofertilizers which have been made, mainly the vermicompost, by 10,000 units, roughly around 1 lakh farming community, and then supplemented it with the phosphorus solubilizing bacteria and then the potash solubilizing bacteria, and have gone to the roughly around 2,000 farming community training and then transferring it out. So as a technical society, which we are running a biotech incubation center, during COVID time, we have helped our agriculture. And I am happy to inform you that yesterday only, what we find is this time the huge production of 100 lakh tons has been procured by government of Chhattisgarh with the efforts and the technical support of even having the deficiency in the supply of the DAP, which was supplemented with the huge network which we have developed with us. So that's what our effort, and I think it has been done, and government of Chhattisgarh is very much supportive to us. We are running one Narva Garva Ghurwa Bari program where we have a very significant impact. So as a society, we have developed a technology hub and biotech incubation center where all the technological support is being given to Department of Agriculture. I'm happy to inform you that that is a bigger impact on the real rural economy. Even the rural industrial corridor setup, which has been set by government, there also we are taking small MSME center or SHG's product. International Millet Year is there, 3 millets which is popularly grown in Chhattisgarh and under consumption. Those millet seed industry and other things, all the products which has been made by them is going through the market linkage. So what I'm trying to tell you is that with the focused rural industrial corridor which has been created by government, as a society, we are all supporting the farming community with the technological support, and it has started showing lots of impact. Our farmer income has gone high. Our GDP is also growing very well. So these are the things I think where our technological support is helping them. And I'm very thankful to SKOCH for at least recognizing our work. These are the good words which can, I think, encourage us and our team to go further, enhance our effort towards the rural economy development part. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being with us and speaking with us on this subject. Very important, and congratulations to you and the entire team. Dr. Debajit Mahanta, Project Director, DBT APS CSNT, Center of Excellence for Bioresources and Sustainable Development, Department of Science and Technology, Arunachal Pradesh, for Bioresources and Sustainable Development, COE.
Good evening, everyone. We are very much thankful to SKOCH for considering us for this award. Our center is only 4.5 years old. We got this as a project from Department of Biotechnology in 2018, and since then we have been trying to establish this center for bioresource and sustainable development as a center of excellence in Arunachal Pradesh as well as in the Northeast under the State Assembly Council ecosystem. It has been inaugurated on 9th November last year by Honorable Minister of Science, Dr. Jitendra Singh here came in. So it has been mentioned that this is the first of its kind of this center of excellence that has been established under the SNT ecosystem in the entire Northeast. Mainly, we are concentrating on 4 things, mainly on your microbial biotechnology, molecular biotechnology, bioinformatics, and as well as plant transformations and tissue culture. Under this center, we have established laboratories on different aspects, mainly plant transformation laboratory, tissue culture laboratory, microbial biotechnology laboratory, bioinformatics laboratory. And recently, on 22nd December 2022, last year, the orchidarium, which we have established here at the state-of-the-art orchidarium, has been inaugurated by our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Pema Khandu, on 22nd December. and it is the state-of-the-art orchidium where around 6,500 orchids we are conserving, and those have the market values. And apart from that, we have also established these orchid production units in the rural areas of Arunachal Pradesh in 3 districts, selected districts, so that we can develop entrepreneurship based on orchids, and the self-help group, the prospective entrepreneurs can grow and multiply the orchids and as well as conserve the orchids. Apart from that, we are doing some work on the pilot scale on banana fiber extraction and processing, and there are 3 pilot districts, and we have established your banana fiber extraction processing units, and till now around 658 farmers and self-help group members has been trained on how to do business, how to extract the banana fiber and process it for the for value addition of those waste materials, rather which has been thrown after harvesting the fruits. And
very much, Dr.
yeah,
Manta, for
sir, just
joining
I'll just take only 1 minute if you permit, sir.
Oh yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Actually, another important vertical, we have established this aroma crops cultivations, and till now we have that means cultivated in and around 40 acres of land of mainly citronella and lemongrass, and this oil are being extracted by the self-help group farmers, and they are being marketed. And this is the first step in the Arunachal Pradesh to furtherance of biotechnology in the state, so that as you know that Arunachal Pradesh is rich in the bioresources, and it's one of the hotspots of biodiversity. So we are thriving on the bioresources available, and so that we can enhance the bioeconomy of the people and contribute for the development of societal development in the tribal populace of the state. Thank you very much for SKOCH and other panelists. Thank you.
Congratulations. Odisha Millet Mission. Prem Chandra Chaudhary, Director Agriculture, Department of Agriculture and Farmers Empowerment, Government of Odisha. Mr. Saurabh Mishra, Secretary, Department of Agriculture, UT of Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. Transfer of fertilizer subsidy to PFMS DBT.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much to SKOCH Awards for considering us for this award. This was this proposal to provide DAP and subsidy directly into the bank accounts of farmers, beneficiaries through the PFMS DBT mode. And this was done first by any state government or UT administration, whereas the Government of India, the central government, provides subsidy directly to the fertilizer companies. We provided direct benefit transfer to the farmer who is the beneficiary of the subsidy to purchase fertilizer directly from the market. So there was this scheme on the Agriculture Department, scheme of distribution of fertilizers to SC, ST and non-Adivasi small and marginal farmers having land up to 2 hectares on 40% subsidy basis, up and above what the Government of India was providing to fertilizer companies. So the application forms were required to be submitted in the physical mode. But what we did new was that we created a portal in about a week or 10 days, and then we launched it on a pilot basis in the district of Dadra Nagar Haveli. The NIC of UT administration created this portal in the record time, and the procedures and the algorithms were final, and the department finally approved 2043 entries on the online portal, and approximately 202 metric tons of DAP fertilizer subsidy was provided directly into the bank accounts of farmers through the PFMS DBT mode. And this was the transfer of fertilizer subsidy, and this was UT administration's subsidy, which directly benefited the SC/ST farmers, the tribal farmers of the UT administration of Dadra and Nagar Haveli.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. This was the first time initiative of the UT administration and by any state government or any UT administration. Thank you so much for considering us for this SKOCH Award. Thank you. Thank you.
Department of Agriculture, Government of West Bengal, Mr. Onkar Singh Meena, Principal Secretary for Land Embankment Cultivation in South, 24 Parganas District. Stubble is treasure. Another one for Mr. Onkar Singh Meena, West Bengal. Third one, indigenous aromatic rice, a precious wealth. I invite Mr. Sachindra Pratap Singh, Commissioner, Department of Animal Husbandry, Government of Maharashtra, for online applications for implementation of individual beneficiaries schemes of animal husbandry.
This application has been also have programs for distribution of cattle and poultry units, etc. And the state sector, which is also doing the same. We integrated all 34 panchayats and kind of application. Almost 8,000 applications has been received. It does mean that we have much more digital penetration across 44,000 villages in Maharashtra. To my amazement, almost more than 2 lakh app has been downloaded by the farmers and they applied through their own mobile through that particular app. And rest of them have applied through different CSCs, etc. One major change has been done, like earlier, every year 2.5 lakh farmers were doing the application, 15 to 20.
See, we are losing you there. Can't hear this No. Suddenly your audio dropped. We could hear you very clearly. Well, we understand. It's been a great implementation and a lot of good work a lot of good effort that has gone behind it. And the field level outcomes are visible. So congratulations to you and the entire team.
Earlier, where the application used to come and then let's say 10% of them are being given the benefits, rest were discarded, and next year again the applications were invited. I got sanction from government for 5 years waiting list. The waiting list should be kept for 5 years. So every year. Typically, the local body is a victory where lastly,
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Singh. Thank you for being with us. Care Home, Mr. Alex Verghese, Registrar of Cooperative Societies, Department of Cooperation, Government of Kerala. Dr. Kausigan A, Director, Department of Dairy Development, Government of Kerala for Shri 3 portal.
Shri, a unified software for dairy sector. More than 240,000 farmers could access the portal and register themselves successfully. More than 30 crores of rupees have been transferred to bank accounts of farmers as subsidy. All registered farmers could get a 6-digit smart ID. The farmers could apply for the schemes online. Multiple access channels. They could access the portal directly using phone or laptops, or could visit nearby Akshaya centers, or could visit nearby office and successfully submit the application. Perfect integration with multiple departments like civil supplies and revenue, so that farmers can visit the office along with documents. The priority criteria fixed in the government about detailed project report was transferred to software, and the priority list of applicants will be generated by the software itself. The waiting list of applicants will also be generated. The workflow is well defined and transparent. In Kerala, Shirashri portal is now widely accepted by the dairy farming community because it makes life.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much for being with us, and congratulations.
Sir, good evening, sir. Am I audible, sir? I'm Alex Verghese. Hello.
Yes, let me go back. Yes, Mr. Verghese.
Yes. Can I just present?
Yes.
Yes, sir. So it's indeed a great opportunity for us to be recognized and shortlisted in the famous SKOCH Award. We extend our heartfelt thanks to the jury and also all those counterparts who are participating in this meeting. Indeed, as most of you must be knowing, the state of Kerala was devastated in the floods of 2008 and 19, and almost we have lost 53 lives and almost 30,500 families became homeless. And this was the worst calamity that in the entire history of the state. Tens of thousands of people were rendered homeless. The government has taken steps to rebuild the infrastructure, and the Department of Cooperation has extended our help also in this regard. By way of by initiating the Cooperative Alliance for Rebuild Kerala, that's Care Kerala. In fact, we had 3 programs, that is Care Home, Care Loan, and Care Grace. The Care Loan, we have constructed nearly 2,091 houses for those people who have lost their lives, and for the Care Loan means that's supporting these people by way of giving soft loans to the tune of around 5,000 rupees for their immediate necessities, and also the Care Gaze for extending support, both medicinal and for their mental health also extending support. So these are the 3 projects that we have undertaken during the program. This program was initiated by the Honorable Minister, or CM, on 2nd December 2018 and completed by 2021 July within a span of nearly 2 years. So the implementation part of the meticulous planning, voluntary support from the people, and also from 2,500 societies who had extended their support by way of extending grants to us, and also the government of Kerala has also extended some 35 crores of rupees to this. In fact, from the societies alone, we got an assistance to tune of around 52 crores 68 lakh for this, and 35 crores from the government plan fund. The project was conceived with an allocation of around 5 lakhs per house. The implementation, the selection process was completed by way of the assistance from the district collectors. They are scrutinized and shortlisted the needy people based on applications and site inspection. And this was gone through a complete thorough checkup, and a state-wise priority list has been made. And from this, the priority list, we have identified 2,091 beneficiaries for all those people having 2 to 3 cents of land. These houses were constructed in their own land, at their own place, that is taking into account their livelihood also. This project is unique in the sense that this has individual house designs, and that is suitable to the local needs, and they are also resilient to the future disasters, including floods and heavy rains. And some of the houses were constructed around 2 to 3 meters above or pillars over the ground to cater for the future flood resilience as well. Apart from that.
Well, Mr. Verghese, thank you so much for being with us.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations to you for this amazing feat that was achieved in a short span, and the keys handed over to the homeless.
Yes, sir. The entire case has been done. And thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for considering this.
Thank you. Ravi Abdul Rahman, Honorable Minister, Department of Fisheries, from the Department of Fisheries, Government of Kerala, for project Punargeham. Mr. Vishal Vishnu Survey, Deputy Conservator, Department of Forests, Government of Goa, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Gram Upavan. Dr. Nayan P. Jani, Additional Director, Family Welfare, from the Government of Gujarat, Department of Health and Family Welfare, Early Intervention for Hearing, Health and Cognitive Development.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Myself, Dr. Jani. I am Additional Director, Family Welfare at the Government of Gujarat. And on behalf of me, our Deputy Director MCH Dr. Arshad Patel will present the presentation. To continue, I have some emergency work regarding the budget 2023 and 24. So I am busy and I am also listening the presentation and I am also online with the VC meeting, virtual meeting. So please kindly bear me. My Deputy Director Dr. Arshad Patel will represent our best practice, that is the district early intervention centers and other practices also. So Dr. Arshad.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
In our state, we have started cochlear implant for bilateral congenital deformity. We have observed that many children are deaf. They are not getting the appropriate treatment at appropriate time. The cost of the implant was more than 6 lakh rupees. So state has decided that it should be go through state, and we have do action plan through RBSK. Screening was done by our RBSK team. More than 900 teams are available in the state. They have identified the deaf child, and we have do MOU with college big hospitals, and payment is done through government. So in this regard, till now more than 2,500 children are benefited, and each children cost of each children is more than 8 lakh rupees. We are doing the surgery, free implant, and 100 sessions for speech therapy. And this, due to this excellent work, more than 2,500 children are benefited till now. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
The next one also goes to Dr. Jani for Project Echo Plus.
So, sir, my request you continue with the help of yes, sir.
Okay. Sir, in TECO, we have done TECO application in the Gujarat state. All population is entered in software base done in this portal. We are tracking all the health facilities like immunization, maternal health services, maternal morbidity, maternal mortality, and adolescent health screening. All data are done in this portal, and through this portal we can identify that which child is not immunized. The name-based tracking is done through this portal, and this portal help us a lot in this regard, and all population is covered under this TECO portal. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. And third one as well for Dr. Jani. Saving maternal life through responsive care.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Referral system, we have find out that more maternal deaths are happen due to improper referral and the linkages between referral centers, primary health center to community health center, community health center to medical colleges. So specialist system, we have improved that. Each and every month, on 5th of the month, we are taking a meeting with at regional level for district health officials and state, regional medical colleges, how they can refer the mothers, and all the line list of the mother are forwarded to the medical college that through WhatsApp message. We are sending this mother to higher facility. The condition of the mother is written in the WhatsApp message, and doctor is ready to give her treatment. By this method, we achieve the SDG goal of MMR 57 at present. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Mr. J. Kumara Gurubaran, Commissioner, Department of Hindu Religious and Charitable Endowments, Government of Tamil Nadu, Integrated Temple Management System. Dr. Vijayambika MN, Director, Homeopathy, Department of Homeopathy, Government of Kerala, for Project Ayush Homeopathy Information Management System. Mr. Praveen R. V, Director IT, for E-District, Department of Information Technology, Government of Goa.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, on behalf of Director Mr. Praveen Murvatkar, I am Harshad Pawar here, and I am very thankful for listening us from the jury of this SKOCH Award of Merit. Now, I am going to talk on the e-district project, which is a Goa online portal, wherein we have around 139 department services of 219 services we have. The portal is already been certified by the certain list, and currently it is being used for various services of the government of Goa, various G2G, G2C and G2B services. It takes the services right from the revenue department, right, and the same portal was used during the COVID times also for the ex gratia COVID relief funds. So whatever services we have it in the same portal. So whichever you name, all the services we have in the portal, you can visit the URL goaonline.gov.in. It is widely used by the citizens of Goa. It is having 6 lakhs users. And
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Pawar, for joining us, and congratulations to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Shraddha Jani, Deputy Director for eSign, Department of Science and Technology, Government of Gujarat.
Yeah, good afternoon all. This is PD Gaddu on behalf of Ms. Shraddha Jani. This project was actually end-to-end delivery of the government services for G2B, G2C and the G2G processes. So each and every document of Government of Gujarat is signed by digitally. It is also sealed by digitally. So this is very useful project, and we are using with so many applications for this project. So thank you very much for the SKOCH for giving us a thanks a lot.
Congratulations. E-Sarkar also goes to the Department of Science and Technology, Government of Gujarat. It's Shraddha Jani.
Yeah. Hi there again, PD Gaddu here. E-Sarkar is, I would like to say about the E-Sarkar, what the E-Sarkar is. E-Sarkar is for the complete end-to-end government processes to be online. So right now we have trained more than 50,000 users, more than 1 lakh users, already 100 authorized signatory, and the government processes from getting letter from the citizens, getting letters from the other departments, and to respond those things, having approvals on the files, that is completely online. So it's a most valuable project for the government of Gujarat, and we are hoping in next 2 years to be a completely paperless procedure within the state. Thank you very much for this award. Thanks a lot.
Dr. Rajendra Kumar Meya, Director, Directorate of Animal Husbandry and Dairy, Government of Madhya Pradesh for National Animal Disease Control Program. Digital Seva Setu, Shraddha Jani.
Hello. Excuse me, this is Madhya Pradesh.
All right, sir. Dr. Meya.
Yeah, I'm on the behalf of Director, sir, Honorable Dr. Rajendra Kumar Bhaiya, sir. I am Dr. Patak speaking. Sir, we are very much happy, and we solicit our thanks to the SKOCH Committee for considering our work in the field of National Animal Disease Control Program. This is a unique and a very big program of Government of India, and Madhya Pradesh state government has done a great and wonderful job in the vaccination of the cattle buffalo population of the state, as well as the tagging of the animals with online reporting system on the INAF portal of Government of India. Madhya Pradesh is having a huge cattle buffalo population of almost 2.90 crore, out of which 2.50 crore animals were vaccinated for foot and mouth disease, and more than 2.90 cattle buffalo population was tagged. The whole tagged population was entered online on the INAF portal of Government of India. So by that means, we have made the online record of almost all the animals of cattle buffalo population of the state. And with this huge vaccination program, we can very well understand that we have saved many lives of the cattle buffalo as well as increased the productivity of the state of Madhya Pradesh in the field of milk. So it was we were highest in the country as far as number is concerned for the registration of the animals in the INAF portal with online reporting and also with the vaccination program of FMD. So we thanks once again to the SKOCH Group for considering us for the SKOCH Order of Merit. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Congratulations. Digital Seva Setu, Directorate of ICT and E-Governance, Department of Science and Technology, Gujarat. Shraddha Jani.
Hello, yes. This is PD Gadvi here again on behalf of Ms. Shraddha Jani. Digital Seva Setu project is for the citizens. So it's a government to citizen services. We have started in October 2020 and with the 22 services. Now more than 322 services we are giving on the Digital Seva Setu. And one more, the beautiful thing about this project, it is not only online available, it is available to the village level and we go to the doorstep to the citizens to give the services. So we are very thankful for this honor. Thank you very much, the SKOCH.
Congratulations once again. Dr. Niranjan Mishra, Director of Public Health, Directorate of Public Health, Department of Health and Family Welfare, Odisha. COVID-19 response by State Surveillance Unit.
Yes, thank you very much. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
So, thank you very much for selecting to to be the semi-finalist. This is the COVID response. As you know that in the last 2 years there is a pandemic, COVID pandemic all over the world, and Odisha being we have some good practices therein. We have tried to present it. For example, Odisha is always is a state of disasters. We have managed different disasters like cyclone and all flood, cyclone. Disaster we have got recognition by international bodies. And COVID became a very event, almost like a disaster. We have managed it so effectively that this is one of the states where it was led by none other than the Chief Minister. There are some innovative practices. The testing rate in our state was the best in the country. We are next to Kerala in providing a test covering nearly always more than for a lakh population. Test per lakh population was always ahead of the national average. The test for individual for one detected case was much ahead. We started with a very where there is none of the laboratories available. They expanded our laboratory facilities, then expanded our healthcare facilities. We have dedicated COVID care centers, dedicated COVID care hospitals, and set up with a very rapid time. And the policy was to provide testing, treatment, and referral all free of cost. All high-end drugs, the testing was absolutely free, taken care by the state. The treatment was almost everything was free. The high-end drugs, including drugs like remdesivir, tocilizumab, all these are available free of cost. We have set up dedicated COVID facilities, hired some private large hospitals. We have COVID facilities in all the districts, set up COVID laboratories in all the districts. Then some innovation like setting up the quarantine centers, taking help of the elected representatives. The panchayats were involved in this, handling the large-scale migrant population, giving support.
Really appreciate
ensuring that the non-COVID healthcare was.
Our heartiest congratulations to you and the entire team. And
thank you very much.
We look forward to, of course, in the preparedness that it has given us, given you. Hopefully, this or any other calamity that strikes, we would be better prepared.
And the result is in one of the lowest mortality in the country. The fatality is one of the lowest.
They could be learning for the other states from whatever you have done.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you very much.
On behalf of our Director Public Health, I am Dr. Pramila. Dr. Niranjan Mishra is here, and I'll speak on augmentation of laboratory during COVID, post-COVID time. Sir, filing was the scenario which make us learn, because Odisha is perennially affected by flood and cyclone, And during filing, it was a challenge for us for quality laboratory testing, water quality monitoring, and other tests done for outbreak-prone diseases. So Odisha decided to, state government, Odisha decided to set up 32 district public health laboratories, and since last 7 years, it has been conducting the various tests of public health importance, as well as doing water quality monitoring tests and 22 other tests in our state, sir. And we have 32 district public health laboratory across our state with 32 microbiologists and 60 laboratory technicians. And we have trained our grassroots level workers as ANM, CHOs, MPHs, and also staff nurses during this COVID time to collect samples, to package them and transport. Previously, we were not having any RT-PCR laboratory. Now our Odisha state is having 30 RT-PCR laboratory, as Dr. Mishra has said, which was set up during this post-COVID in a benchmark about 2 months time with infrastructure, logistics, and consumables, sir. Additional funds were also provided to our these laboratories to conduct these tests, and as sir told, we were receiving around 70,000 tests per day in these laboratories. And the total, more than 3.4 crores tests were done, and the TPR, or the test positivity rate, was very low in the country, as he mentioned, sir. And the activities, the existing laboratory technicians across 384 CSCs and also PSCs were trained for sample collection, packaging, and transportation. Genome sequencing was done in the this laboratory at RMRC and ILS, sir. And we had been on the trail for testing, tracking, and continuation of laboratory surveillance, as we know that laboratory surveillance is the backbone of any surveillance system. So the district where targets were fixed for augmenting screening and testing, for which
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing the details with us. We have gone through the project, and it has actually performed very well on the ground. So my congratulations to you and the entire team, Dr. Bara. Thank you for being
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Dr. Mohit Gera, Principal Chief Conservator, Forest Department, Government of Jammu and Kashmir, Green Jammu and Kashmir Drive.
Good afternoon, sir. On behalf of Dr. Mohit Gera, PCCFN of and JNK Forest Department, I take this opportunity to thank the SKOCH Group for recognizing our efforts towards the greener JNK. As Dr. Gera mentioned in his presentation, we are targeting to achieve 66% of our geographical area under the forest and tree cover. We have made consistent efforts in this direction since this was the flagship program. From plantation of 50 lakh plants in 2019-20, now we are aiming at a target of 1.5 crore plants for this current financial year. And hopefully we'll continue our efforts with the same momentum in the coming years, and we'll try to achieve the target during the period that we name as Amrit Kal, that was named by our Honorable Prime Minister. That's 2047. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Goa State Biodiversity Board, Dr. Pradeep Sarmokadam, Member Secretary. Goa State Wetland Authority, Shram Shakti Se Jal Samruddhi, Dr. Pradeep Sarmokadam, Member Secretary. Mr. Bhavna Baldev Bhai Desai, Deputy Conservator, Community-Based Agroforestry Initiatives, Gujarat Forest Department. Dr. D. Jagannathan, Professor and Head, Institute of Radio Diagnosis, Government Tilpok Medical College, Chennai, Digital Mammogram with Contrast Mammogram.
Very good evening to all of you. I am Dr. Devi Meenal, Professor and Head, Institute of Radio Diagnosis, Government Kilpauk Medical College. Our sincere thanks to the SKOCH Group and the jury and the panelists for bringing our project to a national platform. Actually, digital mammogram with a contrast mammogram. It's done everywhere. What is unique to us is contrast mammogram. So here we detect the cases using the contrast less than 1 centimeter malignant breast masses. So they need not go for the breast removal. It conserves the breast. So that's the aim. So the suffering of the patient and the attendants are getting reduced. So we have detected the 6.9 millimeter malignant lesion. We have done around 11,000 cases and detected 390 malignancies. And we do all the cases free of cost in the CMCHIS. And we do all the cases on the same day, that we call it as a walk-in, mainly because of passionate workers with the team spirit from the radiographers, doctors, and the postgraduates, and the perennial encouragement of our dean. And currently the Director of Medical Education, FAC, Dr. Shanti Mallam ma'am. And the main thing is we have conducted many camps and the special camps. One among them is a month-long camp, which we had around 620 patients, and we could detect 21 cases. And our main aim is, we are working in a government hospital. We wanted to prove our government sector is on par and better than a corporate sector. And we have started getting cases from the neighboring states, even from the remote places now. And our KMC breast clinic is growing like anything now. And it's something people say, even comment like, you are growing like a Mayo Clinic of US. And the main point of presenting here is, I know there are so many top level administrators across the country will be watching this actually. So our aim is to detect very early the breast cancer, which can give 100% near normal life expectancy to a lady. So if you help a family, if you help a lady, woman, you help a family and thereby the nation. So the top level administrators can make, it should provoke some thinking to make a national level policy for the breast cancer screening, and they should make it in such a way. So that's our aim. And we are actually, the total department is working with a passion, and it's an example department for the team spirit. And if any of you happen to visit Chennai, please come to our KMC breast clinic. You will wonder the aesthetic beauty and the working, the SOPs of our department. Thank you very much for the SKOCH Group for this a wonderful opportunity and for selecting us for the semi-finals. Thank you so much.
Congratulations once again. Mr. Mahendra Kumar Yadav, Principal Chief Conservator and Head of Forest Force, Kaziranga National Park and Tiger Reserve, Animal Sensor along National Highway 37. Mr. M.K. Yadav, Principal Chief Conservator and Head of Forest Force, Kaziranga National Park and Tiger Reserve for expansion, consolidation and improvement of wildlife habitat. SD WAN, deployment in MP Swan. Madhya Pradesh State Electronics Development Corporation, Mr. Abhijit Agrawal, Managing Director. So Abhijit Agrawal, Managing Director for Integrated Forest Produce Management System, Madhya Pradesh State Electronics Development Corporation.
Good afternoon.
Okay.
This is Dinay Pandey, Deputy Director with MTSCD. Our MD, Mr. Abhijit Agrawal, is right now busy somewhere in a meeting. So, first of all, I would like to extend the thanks to the gratefulness of the SKOCH team for recognizing the organization, recognizing the projects which have been developed and delivered by the State Electronics Development Corporation. Madhya Pradesh State Electronics Development Corporation is basically the nodal agency for the governance project implementation in the state. And we are providing the solution in terms of the software, in terms of the consultancy, in terms of the requirement gathering for each and every line department of the state. So in line with the same, this project, Integrated Forest Produce Management System, is basically an e-auction system wherein forest produce are being sold through the e-auction system. So there are almost 40 plus depots which have been located across the state, and the entire procurement is being done through the e-auction. It's an end-to-end online system wherein the vendors and all the stakeholders are doing the transactions through the online mode. And so this system, apart from the ease to the vendor, to the department, the revenue of the department has also got increased by 20%. So this is an initiative which I think there are few number of states which are having this kind of solution. So MP is now in the same step. So I would again like to thank the team for providing this opportunity to progress the project and just as well as recognizing the project. Thank you.
Congratulations. Cyber Tehsil is yet another one for Madhya Pradesh State Electronics Development Corporation.
Yeah, this project is also a very innovative. I am pretty confident this is an initiative which MP has come forward. This is a solution which provides a very specific kind of services. All the tehsils have been now designated as the cyber tehsil, wherein the citizen need not to visit to the tehsil office, and there are certain services like mutation, etc., which are being provided in the offline mode and at the central location. I mean, the disposal of the case is being done by the virtual tehsildar, which are sitting at the state level or any point, any particular location of the state, and they are providing to the services to the citizen of any other part of the state. So it's a virtual mode wherein the citizen are getting services. We have started with some few services. One of them is mutation. So everything, the application is being received online, disposal is being done to the online mode without any human interaction. So this is the second, I think, use case where this SKOCH team has recognized the state. Thanks again, the team.
Congratulations once again. MP Kisan, E-Girdavari, another one for Mr. Agarwal. MPSE.
Yeah, again, I would extend the thanks. This project is basically in the interest of the farmer, in the interest of the state, because this E-Girdavari, basically, it's nothing just to capture the crop detail which is being sown across the state in the online mode. The Kisan and the Patwari both have been facilitated mobile app wherein they are supposed to capture, to register their crop, what kind of crop has been sown over there in the particular farm area, particular land parcel, and in which area, how much the area has been acquired for the particular crop. And through capturing this information, we have done a simultaneous exercise wherein the crop has been captured through the signature of the crop, satellite images. Through the satellite images, we have captured the images, then we have analyzed then the information which is being received by the Patwari, being received by the Kisan farmer, and whatever the information which already satellite has captured, and accordingly we are trying to move in the direction where we can do away from the physical capturing the information, and by imposing the AI/ML technologies, we have found that there are the 70+% have been matched in between the information which is being provided by the satellite images to the IML tool and actually by physical capturing the information. So this, while doing this exercise, it has been established that what crop are being sown, how much will be the produce, and what should be the supply chain management in order to supply the grain to the beneficiary, to the citizen, through the PDS system, etc. So this is somehow another innovative which MP state has come forward. Thank again.
Congratulations. Congratulations to you.
SKOCH team.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ms. Shilpa Prabhakar Satish, Mission Director, National Health Mission, Department of Health and Family Welfare, Tamil Nadu, District Mental Health Program. Dialysis services in 128 government healthcare institutions. Ms. Shilpa Prabhakar Satish, Mission Director.
Can I present on her behalf? I'm Dr. Gopal Krishnan.
Yes, Doctor.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm Dr. Gopal Krishnan. Sorry, my video is not working. I am the State Nodal Officer for Kidney Health, State of Tamil Nadu. Yeah, this is the program is establishment of hemodialysis services across the state of Tamil Nadu. You all know, till recently, the proclamation of diagnosis end-stage kidney failure was equivalent to proclaiming death sentence for people belonging to underprivileged sections of the society. That scenario has altogether changed by this wonderful initiative of the state government of Tamil Nadu. We have established 125 government hemodialysis centers across the state. There are about 1,056 hemodialysis machines. So far, more than 8,000 patients have got benefited out of it. More than 3 lakh sessions of hemodialysis treatment has been given just during the 6 months period of April to September 2022. The unique features of this program is that the dialysis services, once upon a time, it used to be considered as a kind of a sophisticated tertiary care treatment. Now it is percolated down to even taluk headquarters hospitals. And there is a beautiful integration of primary, secondary, and tertiary levels of healthcare delivery of the state. So the program is running as a successful program. We have almost reached the stage that any patient requiring dialysis services because of his or her end-stage kidney failure can survive without any problem with a quality care in the form of good dialysis. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Sir, wanted to request from Goa. He just missed Shram Shakti se Jal Samruddhi and Goan projects.
Has your project already been announced?
Yes, sir.
I'll come back to that.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Project Pokhila, National Health Mission, Department of Health and Family Welfare from Assam, and Dr. M.S. Lakshmi Priya, Mission Director. Saubhagya Sakhi, Dr. M.S. Lakshmi Priya, Mission Director. Dr. Nayan Jani, Additional Director, Family Welfare from Government of Gujarat, giving hope to mother and newborns.
Okay, sir. For newborn children, we have found that early period, for within 28 days, more children are dying due to lack of services. For that, we have started SNSU at lower level. It was 30 SNSUs in last year. This year, we have updated 54 SNSUs, and updating this with CSR fund, we are starting mini SNSU at each block level. With this, we are trying to achieve the infant mortality rate below the Sustainable Development Goal. For this activity, we found many support from CSR related companies, and our IMR reduced to 30 to 23 at present. Thanks.
Congratulations. Dr. Asha Frederick, State TB Officer, National TB Elimination Program, Tamil Nadu, for Mobile Diagnostic Unit for TB. Dr. Kalpana S. Mahatme, State Program Officer, National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program, Directorate of Health Services, Panaji, Government of Goa, Malaria Elimination. Dr. Niranjan Mishra, Director Public Health, and Dr. S. Mohanty, Joint Director, Health Services, National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program, Odisha, long-lasting insecticidal nets in tribal areas.
Thank you again. This is one of the, before 2016, this is one of the high burden malaria burden states. We are contributing around 25% case load of the country. And in 1917-16, we have distributed around 1.5 crore long-lasting insecticide nets. And the lifespan is 3 years of this insecticide. Now, we repeated the activity in 2000 during the COVID period, distributing again around 1.5 crores of this insecticidal nest. Done meticulously with thorough planning and distributed in mostly the tribal and hilly terrain of the state, reaching out to almost all the districts, doing a micro plan, distributing the LLI to reach to every village, involving the people there, involving the Gaon Kalyan Samitis, and involving the people at large. There was not a single case of any complaint, any mismanagement. It reached to the beneficiaries with and reached wherever it was necessary. And to that effect, from 2016, from about a caseload of 4.4 lakh malaria cases, we have reduced it nearly more than 95% to about 25 to 40,000 cases in last 2 years. There is a substantial decline in malaria caseload, and the death has come to single digits. So this is a very, very substantial intervention and done at a very rural level, and these practices can be replicable in other states too. And it's a very, very innovative intervention as far as malaria control program is concerned, particularly in the state of Odisha. That's why you have presented this for appreciation of all the distinguished panelists to be selected to the finals.
Congratulations.
Again,
STEMI project, sir, we'll come back to you. We are really, really behind schedule. My apologies. STEMI Goa project, non-communicable disease cell, Directorate of Health Services, Department, Government of Goa, Dr. Rupa Nayak, Chief Medical Officer. Mr. Prafulla Kumar Malik, Chief Executive Officer from Odisha Space Application Center, village-wise plot level analysis of paddy crop growing areas.
Yeah, good evening, and my sincere thanks to SKOCH Group to recognize this work of Space Application Center. Here actually we have brought the transparency in paddy procurement and giving opportunity to each and every genuine paddy farmer to sell their paddy under MSP and to weed out the ghost farmer who is to register as paddy farmer. And in this way, we have saved around 1,000 crore rupees in this season, and the entire Odisha is covered. And this program is running for last 2 years successfully. First, we have started with 7 districts. Then we went for 17 districts. Now we have covering entire state of Odisha. So this is the beauty of this project.
Congratulations, Mr. Malik.
That's all. And the fusion of mobile technology and your space technology, and it is a people's good for the space technology.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mr. G.S. Vijay Kumar, Secretary, Planning Department, Government of Andhra Pradesh for governance, closer to people through district administrative units.
Sir, good evening, sir. I am Gopal, Directorate of Economics and Statistics. I am reacting on behalf of my Secretary, Vijay Kumar Garu. Just, sir, restriction of districts paves the way to take the governance closer to the people through creation of compact district administrative units, which reduces the distance from administration and between administration and the people, which reduces the regional disparities. And also, due to this project, so the average area of the districts, average population of districts reduced so much. Because if you take, so earlier our so districts population is range of population is 23.44 lakhs to 50 lakhs. After researching of this districts, that reduced to 3.25 lakhs to 24.69 lakhs. Because of this, so we are focusing focusing on the redressal of the grievances of the people and also for development of the regions. So for example, I am telling, sir, one district divided into 2 districts, Visakhapatnam. So Visakhapatnam district is a headquarters, Padare is another town. So for them is administration, district administration is Visakhapatnam. That is distance is 170 kilometers. Because of this restructuring of the district, that Padare become a tribal district. The people are just within 50 kilometers, they are reaching to district administration, sir. So this project is very useful and unique. And by this project, the people implementation of this project, the people are getting benefits. So by this, bringing the administration governance closer to the people, better administration and governance, the compact districts ensures better governance, service delivery of the major population on focused manner. Services, we are delivering the services to the weaker sections. We are doing service delivery very well and also increasing in employment, sir. So this is a unique project, and also my heartful thanks to SKOCH Group for selection of this project, for awarding this SKOCH, sir. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much. I now
Hello,
invite Mr. Rakesh Chopra, Managing Director,
Hello, sir.
IoT-based smart milk collection and payment system, Rajasthan Electronics and Instruments Limited.
Hello, sir. So this is Dr. Kalpana from Goa. Kindly consider us for our project again, sir, if possible. Malaria elimination program.
All right, I'll come back to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Chopra, Mr. Rakesh Chopra. Ms. Uma S., Project Director, Trauma Registry, Tamil Nadu Health System Reform Program.
So good evening, sir. First of all, we render our sincere thanks to the SKOCH Group, sir, for having made us up to this semi-finalists, sir. So as you all know, this program is basically two objectives, sir. One is the unfinished goal of the SDG goals, as you all know. Tamil Nadu, which is a leader in the healthcare delivery system. Our unfinished goals are mental health, trauma, as well as the non-communicable diseases. So this trauma, especially as we analyze the data, we found that maximum number of deaths due to road traffic accident is in the young reproductive age group, especially men who are the breadwinners of the family. So the key things is, though we have a very good robust ambulance system since 2008, which caters to the pre-hospital system, we thought we should have some discipline with the in-hospital care. That is, we should not lose the patient within the golden hour of reaching the hospital. So the right patient to be brought to the right hospital. So that is where this electronic system of trauma registry, we are very happy Government of Tamil Nadu has extended this program to the 48 secondary care hospitals as well. And when we analyze the data with 2019, though there was 1.4% increase in the total number of accidents, we are happy to share that because of our emergency interventions, because of the trauma registry, we are able to show a number of deaths which has come down by 3%. Thank you very much, sir. It is a very cost-effective method. It can be easily replicated across all institutions. We are ready to help our guidance to all the states, whoever needs to follow this trauma registry in their state. Thank you for the opportunity.
Congratulations. Dr. Srinivasan Ramasamy, Member Secretary, Tamil Nadu State Council for Science and Technology for Capacity Building.
Good evening, sir. First of all, I thank and my sincere thanks to SKOCH Group to select this capacity building Tamil Nadu State Council for Science and Technology. The main thing is to develop science and technology sector of our state. The council has been implementing various schemes to support research and development of manpower and the extension activities. Among nearly some 15 academic programs we are having. One among student project scheme is also there. For lack of time, I am not explaining more and more. But as far as capacity building, we are doing a lot of work to school students, college students, and scientist faculty members. And another one is capacity building for S&D, science and technology for industrial need. That also every year we are taking up this program, 10 districts, and now we are planning to take 38 districts every year. Thank you once again. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Ramasamy. A couple of projects from Goa. Let me move back to those projects so that we can make the announcements.
Yes, sir, that was Goan. Yes.
Goa State Biodiversity Board. This is what you
Yes.
were asking for, Dr. Pradeep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please go
This is the project of its own type, wherein the livelihood has been connected to the conservation of biodiversity. And to be very specific, the traditional recipes which are recorded in people's biodiversity register, they are not only kept in the book as registered, but they are further validated, standardized, and the products come out of it. And these products, once they are sold, the revenue generated goes back for the conservation. So this is the perhaps only model wherein the conservation funds does not only come from excess benefit sharing, but from the value addition of bioresources based on the traditional knowledge. So we are thankful to the jury and to the SKOCH Award committees for awarding us with this particular award. Thank you very much. This will go a long way in conservation of biodiversity.
Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
There is one more from Goa which remains to be accepted.
Shrama Shakti se Jala Samruddhi.
कोई रह गया राव राव राव
SKOCH team, can you tell me which serial number is that?
National Vector Borne Malaria Elimination.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So Shrama Shakti se Jala Samruddhi is a program. Yes, again I am presenting Dr. Pradeep. The purpose of this small program is the people themselves clean the water bodies, and this is by using Shrama Shakti and not by engaging contractors. So this is a unique way to clean the ecosystems where people will own their water bodies and they will not allow anybody to throw waste into it. And then for this we fund in a small way to achieve the Jala Samruddhi. We are going to integrate this now as a complete scheme at the state level, and I am very happy to say that this will be first of its type in our state, wherein people will clean their water bodies and maintain. Thank you so much again to the SKOCH team for considering this as an order of merit.
Thank you very much for joining us and congratulations once again. Now let me move over to the remaining project from Goa, which is the malaria elimination. National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program, Dr. Kalpana Shashank Mahatme, State Program Officer.
Respected dignitaries, juries, good afternoon everyone present for this August gathering. At the outset, permit me to extend to you all a very happy and prosperous 2023. Further, I express my most sincere appreciation and gratitude for nominating me for this prestigious SKOCH Award, and I'm truly humbled that the August jury found the work done by my team and me worthwhile for this recognition. I also would like to express in all humility my sincere gratitude for all those who voted for the project, thereby enabling my team and me to achieve laurels. I would like now to highlight some achievements and goals which were set upon for our project Malaria Elimination. As of now, till date, out of the 34 peripheral health centers, 32 have achieved zero indigenous cases. All the health centers under North and South District have achieved API, annual parasite incidence, less than 1. Even all the sub-centers under each of the health centers have achieved API less than 1. So our march towards malaria elimination in Goa is heading in the right direction. And by the end of this year, we may be able to achieve our target. And lastly, I would like to dedicate this achievement, prestigious SKOCH Award, to my mentor, role model, Dr. Mrs. Rajnanda Desai, former Director, DHS and OSD to Honorable Health Minister for her continuous support and guidance. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you very much for joining us. And this brings us to the end of the announcement of the last round of SKOCH Order of Merit. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know that we are quite a bit behind schedule, and we would have loved to interact with everyone once all over again on the innovations in science and technology. But looks like in the interest of time, although we had allocated 40 minutes for the panel discussion, we have spent that time listening to various participants, their achievements, lauding it, appreciating it. So I think the time has been very well spent. In the interest of time, we would skip the panel on innovations in science and technology. And I thank all the participants who have been with us patiently, but bear with us on this exigency, and kindly stand by for the announcement of SKOCH Awards for the current 87th edition of SKOCH Summit and SKOCH Awards. Thank you.
When I wanted to join politics, my uncle took me to one Mr. Anam Venkat Reddy, former Congress minister, who is close to our family. So my uncle told him that this boy is going to join some party. So he asked me what party it is. I said, I have not joined any party, but I like somehow Janasangh, Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Advani and all. He said, Janasangh? Yes. So he said, this is a North Indian party. Then he said, it's a urban party. Then he said it's an educated party. Then he said it's a Brahmin Banya party. Then he said it's a vegetarian party. I laughed at him and told him, sir, there is no such thing. So I became MLA in 1978. In the election, there was a Indira wave. 10 seats went to Congress in my district. I alone won on behalf of Janata Party. I was very active in Assembly. And then in 83, second time, the Congress people wanted to defeat me. Indira Gandhi came all the way to my constituency by a helicopter. They could not succeed, and I won with double majority. In 1985, I was made state president of the BJP. There, they wanted to make somebody from South as All India General Secretary. Pramod Mahajan and all suggested, why not Venkaya? In 96, when first BJP government came, Vajpayee became Prime Minister. All my other colleagues went to government. At that time, there was a discussion, who will look after the party? I volunteered. Again, when BJP government was formed in 98, then also the issue came, who will look after the party? I volunteered. In 2000, Rangaraj Kumaramangalam, he died. So Atalji and Advaniji called me and told me, there is nobody senior from South in the central government. He asked me, you become power minister. Because Kumaramangalam was holding the portfolio of power, energy. I said, Atalji, I'm sorry. They said surface transport. And I said, sir, I don't know anything about engineering. Then Prime Minister called me next day morning. He was looking at it in rescue. He said, Krishi. Then he called Brajesh Minister. Why Krishi? He said, sir, Nitish Kumar is the agriculture minister. So Atalji said, he is our ally, we can't disturb him. Then our batao. Then I said, Gramin Vikas. As I hail from village, I thought, what about our roads? Because I used to walk 3 kilometers a day to go to school. The original idea came because the Prime Minister told us one of the days saying that he is coming out with a new scheme called as the Golden Quadrilateral. Then I discussed with my colleagues. They all said it's good, but how can you think of rural roads from Delhi? That has to be done by state government to the cabinet with a proposal. It was not favoured, but there was a discussion. Then in the next meeting, I argued very strongly, emotionally. Then Nitish Kumar supported me. S1 Sinha, who was a little earlier firm that this should be done by state, he was getting reconciled. Then halfway through, Atalji said, some people like Chandrababu Naidu, they were of the view the money should be given to states. I was not in favor of it.
Within the Planning Commission, there was a lot of fear about this scheme, that this is too much of centralization and everything is being decided in Delhi. Why not just give money to the states and let the states decide and they will construct roads? And I said that, look, let us start with this.
Venkaya ji came all the way to Konkan
my constituency that time, launched this program, I can see the huge benefit that has accrued to the people.
ग्राम सड़क योजना ये अपने आप में अद्भुत और क्रांतिकारी कदम था गांव के विकास के लिए, समग्र विकास के लिए.
It has created very good impact. Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana. We have prioritized the entire scheme. In this scheme, naturally the poorer states got more funds.
In the 30 years up to 2003, agriculture production in Bihar was less than 0.5% per annum. 0.23% in fact, that was the rate of growth, which means it was almost stagnant. And between 2004 and 2014, it has been growing at 6% per annum.
We have come to this level can be solely attributed to such leaders like Venkaiah Naidu, who just not only handholds you, but he also grooms you to take positions and responsibility.
The reform is a software which has to be marketed, has to be accepted, it has to be implemented in a manner that the reform will not be seen as a threat, but will be seen to be as an enabler for helping you to do business better. So Venkaiah understands that very well.
His foresight and his imagination has shown that a lot of poverty has declined because of PMGSY.
There is not a district in the country he has not visited. There is not a people's issue on which his heart doesn't throb. I feel proud to see him as an efficient leader of national stature.
हर रूप में उन्होंने न केवल पार्टी की मजबूती और पार्टी की सेवा की, बल्कि देश को मजबूत रास्ते पे ले जाने का एक संकल्प और उस लक्ष्य को लेकर आगे बढ़े.
He puts up his 100% effort on that and make it a success. That time he was there as a rural development minister. He is responsible for all those programs of Vajpayee. Now as an urban development minister, he is doing all these urban housing.
In the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, there are three distinctive features. One feature is that the house, particularly if it's a new construction, it should be preferably in the name of a woman. The second important issue is we are making it mandatory that whatever the dwelling unit is going to be set up, it must have a toilet.
We are going to fund the housing for the urban poor in a big way. 6% interest subvention, something unheard in the history of the country. We are now coming out with this program of smart cities, where you are enhancing the urban facilities and also creating economic opportunities for the people. Utter mission for urban regeneration and transformation. Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, uplifting the poorest of the poor.
For the first time, I would say there is emphasis on every household should have water connectivity, every household should have a sewage connectivity. So these are all fundamentals which need to be incorporated in our urban scheme of things.
Suddenly, my father became sick. Our relatives told, no, it's your duty to take care of father. How can I take care of my father? So then they said, you better get married. In such a family, who will be taking care of your father? She has helped me to fulfill my responsibility towards her by that Pitru Dharma, whatever you call, and also enabling me to have the dream of my mother to study law.
ప్రజాసేవ చేయాలని నిర్ణయించుకునే ముందు నన్ను అడిగినప్పుడు తెలుసుకుని సరేనని చెప్పాను. మా తల్లిదండ్రుల సహకారంతో ఆయన నాకు దగ్గరగా పిల్లలు లేని ఇప్పుడు ఆలోచన లేదు. దేశానికి ఉపయోగపడే పనులు చేస్తున్నప్పుడు మా బంధువులందరికీ పిల్లలకు సర్ది చెప్పాను.
I must tell you, I could not do justice to her individually, to the family, even to the children also.
Myself and my brother, what we used to do is we used to carry his clothes to the airport or to the bus stand or to the railway station, and we used to spend some time where he used to change his clothes and get ready and take the luggage again to go for another journey.
We used to see our father who was sticking posters of the party on the walls in the Nellore, this thing. From that stage, he has come to such a big stage. It is only due to his hard work.
With the support of my brother and my husband, we came together to work for the empowerment of the rural masses. And this happened when father was the rural development minister, because one day when we were discussing, we did this, that and all for Nellore or for the public. I said, Nana, fine, you have done this as a minister, but what are we going to do? How are you going to be remembered as an individual in the future? We are working towards education, empowerment and health in these three fields, and to support it, we have started a foundation called Mupvarpu Foundation, which is our house name, which supports the activities of Swarna Bharat Trust.
He initiated social service. It is going on very well. Number of centers is starting. This is where I appreciate him. Service is his motto.
His dedication to the people's cause stands truly exemplary. This dedication led him to launch Swarna Bharat Trust in his hometown Nellore and Vijayawada in Andhra Pradesh. It is also imparting employment skills to women and youth, enabling them to get good employment.
మన దగ్గర ఉన్నాడు. తర్వాత వాళ్ళ అమ్మ నాన్నతో గమనంతోనే డెవలప్ అయినాడు, ఎక్కువ వచ్చాడు. ఈ ఆటో కూడా వాళ్ళ అమ్మ నాయన గమనంతోనే ఉన్నాడు.
పెళ్ళైన తర్వాత 2 సంవత్సరాలు లాజాగా విశాఖపట్నం పోయాడు. 2 సంవత్సరాలు ఇందిరమ్మ జైల్లో పెట్టింది. అప్పుడు దాకా బిడ్డలు తల్లి మా ఇంట్లోనే ఉన్నారు. తర్వాత కాపురం పెట్టుకున్నారు.
9 years అప్పుడు వచ్చినప్పటి నుంచి 9 ఏళ్ల వరకు ఇంచుమించు పైనే ఇంకా ఎప్పుడు వచ్చినా నా బిడ్డలాగే పెరిగాడు. నేను నా ఉద్దేశంలో ఒకే ఒక్క మాట చెప్పగలుగుతుంది. మాకు తెలిసింది తెలుగు తల్లి గర్వించదగ్గ బిడ్డ అంటారు మాట కదా, చాలా గొప్ప బిడ్డగా పెరిగినందుకు నాకు చాలా 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 హ్యాపీ.
This is a fulfilling journey. It's been 23 years since I joined him. I don't go to temples, I don't do puja, but he's a living God to me.
We have a hero and we call him Tatya.
My Tatya is a hero for me. Despite his busy schedules, he finds times to spend with us, takes us to movies, holidays and many more. He's too disciplined and wants us to be the same like him.
He's very youthful, energetic, and we play badminton regularly with him.
I love him so much that I cannot express in words, but if you ask me to say it in one line, I would say he's my center of my universe.
Born in a small village of Chavatapalam in the Nellore district of Andhra Pradesh. Having then moved to the Nellore town and becoming a school leader, and then to the VR college for further studies. But as a child, the loss suffered was beyond imagination.
My father had a friend by name Mr. Venkat Reddy. Both of them used to go to different places to purchase Ongol, oxen for competition, etc. So he sent a vehicle to fetch my father to my village, Chavatapalam. And my mother called the Dhobi to fetch her his Hangavastram. That fellow delayed, so my mother went to the backyard and started calling him. She didn't notice there was a buffalo. She just pushed it aside. While coming back, the buffalo hit us, and the horns have gone from this side to the other side. She was just carrying me in her arm, and she dropped me. Then my grandparents took me away to their native place. I was 3 months, 6 months exactly, I don't know. Though I lost my mother, earlier it was my grandmother, later my wife, then subsequently my daughter, who is taking care and substituting the role of my mother. I love my mother like anything because she has given me this beautiful life. I drew inspiration from my mother's wish, and then people used to say how my mother used to talk about me, saying that my son will become very great, he'll become a good advocate, he'll get a good name. Like that, villages, they talk among the family members.
Good evening and welcome to SKOCH Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure of inviting Mr. Onkar Singh Meena, Principal Secretary, Agriculture, category Silver, for Land Embankment Cultivation in South 24 Parganas District, Department of Agriculture, Government of West Bengal. Mr. Alex Verghese, Registrar of Cooperative Societies, Cooperation, Silver, Department of Cooperation, Government of Kerala, for Care Home. Mr. Alex Verghese.
Sir, I'm really honored to be here receiving this award. This is a esteemed award, the honor from the SKOCH authorities. In fact, it is an example of how through proper coordination, leadership, and excellence, and time-bound decision making can lead to success, especially in the socio-economic development of the country as such. Unmute idea.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, sir. I would like to dedicate this award to all those who have joined hands in supporting us throughout the 2.5 years of our dedicated work, wherein we have completed nearly 2091 houses as such from December 2018 onwards up to July 2021. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all, right from the Chief Minister onwards up to all the ministers and all secretaries and departments which have coordinated the activities. Also, the society, almost 2,500 societies and almost 1,000 of my staff who have rendered their relentless service for the accomplishment of this particular venture from the government side. And also, without the cooperation and support of all these people, this would not have happened. I would like to thank the SKOCH authorities for also having considered us in this juncture. And thank you so much for that. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Abhijit Agrawal, Managing Director, Madhya Pradesh State Electronics Development Corporation, for MP Kisan, e-Girdavri, Silver in e-Governance.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks again. This is Vinay Pandey, Deputy Director with PCDC. So, on behalf of the MD sir,
spotlight him. He's not visible.
And am I visible and audible?
No, you are audible, but your video is not there because you need to be spotlighted by SKOCH team. SKOCH team, please do the needful.
So I would request the convener to allow, because my video is on and I am able to see myself. So there might be some.
Yeah, please go
try
ahead.
again.
Yeah.
So on behalf of the MD sir, I would like to thank the SKOCH team. Along with the MP SCDC's team, I would like to highlight the efforts which have been put by the Revenue Department. So on behalf of the entire team, I take this opportunity to receive this award. This particular initiative of the state, it caters almost 4.4 crores of land parcels, and the data, the farmers' data, the crop data is being captured in the geo-referenced parcels to the parcels by the Patwari and the Kisan. And this has been a great achievement in terms of the ensuring that there is no differences in terms of the data, so that we can ensure the timely delivery of the grain to the citizen of the state. Thank you again, the SKOCH team. Thanks a lot.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Silver in ease of doing business goes to Industries Commissionerate, Government of Gujarat, for Investor Facilitation Portal. I invite Dr. Rahul Gupta, Industries Commissioner.
Yeah, thank you so very much for this prestigious award. On behalf of Government of Gujarat, we are thankful to SKOCH panelists for this recognition and honor. It is indeed a great pleasure for the Team Gujarat to receive this prestigious award. We are also thankful to all the stakeholders who have contributed with their sincere and honest efforts to make this story a success and realized. We owe our sincere gratitude to all our leaders, mentors for their kind guidance and support throughout the journey. And we look forward to contribute more effectively and efficiently towards the betterment of the society. And we mean it and we remain committed for this. Thank you so very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Silver in Finance goes to Department of Commercial Tax, Government of Uttar Pradesh for Mukhyamantri Vyapari Durghatana Bima Yojana, Ms. S. Misty, Commissioner.
Thank you so much for this prestigious award. This owes itself to the great vision of our Manya Mukhyamantri Ji, Yogi Adityanath, who has this vision that without paying a single naya paisa, any vyapari, any thelewala, anybody who comes under the family of GST, he just needs to get his registration done. God forbid something happens to him tomorrow, disability or death, we will support the family from our budget with 10 lakh rupees. It has benefited so many families, and we track it end to end so that seamlessly the family is supported. So the whole credit goes to a visionary CM who also heads this department, which contributes 60% of the budget, to our wonderful Principal Secretary, sir, who has been guiding us and inspiring us, and to the great team at Commercial Tax. Thank you all.
Well, congratulations to you, the entire team and the state. Learning Management System, Silver in Finance, also goes to the Department of Commercial Tax, Government of Uttar Pradesh. Ms. Ministry, Commissioner.
The in-house software developed by the Commercial Tax Institute, of which the CCT of UP also holds the post of director, was a miracle in the time of pandemic because we could train thousands and thousands of young entrants seamlessly. Right from the day of registration, they were sitting in their homes and they were attending classes, giving the examination, their registrations, they were getting relieved, they were getting posted. It was an end-to-end seamless solution, and we have also linked it with the website so that any officer who wants to refresh his knowledge also can, check into their training videos and study. It has been totally an in-house effort, and I'm very proud of my training team. Thank you again for this great honor.
Congratulations once again. So G.S. Vijay Kumar, Secretary, Silver in General Administration, Planning Department, Government of Andhra Pradesh for governance closer to people through district administrative units.
Sir, good evening, sir. So I convey my thanks to once again to the SKOCH Group for selecting our project to this prestigious award. So we have worked 4 departments: Directorate of Economics and Statistics, Planning Department, R&D, Finance, and GAD. We have worked nearly 1 year, sir, for this project. Now it's giving fruits to the poorest of the poor. So it's a unique project. So once again, I convey my thanks, sir. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Mr. T.P. Rajesh, Commissioner of Handlooms and Managing Director, Co-Optex, Silver in Handlooms and Textiles category, Tamil Nadu Handloom Weavers Cooperative Society for Organizational Transformation.
I really thank the SKOCH panelists as well as other stakeholders also for recognizing Co-Optex, which is a very old handloom and the largest apex society in the country, for giving this SKOCH award in the silver category. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Silver in Health goes to National Health Mission, Department of Health and Family Welfare, Government of Tamil Nadu for dialysis services in 128 government healthcare institutions. I invite Ms. Shilpa Prabhakar Satish, Mission Director.
On her behalf, I am Dr. Gopal Krishnan, the State Nodal Officer, Kidney Health, State of Tamil Nadu. Thank you so much. We are really elated to receive this award. On behalf of all the stakeholders, I profusely thank SKOCH Group. I thank National Health Mission, Tamil Nadu Health System Reform Program, CMCHIS, Directorate of Medical Education, Directorate of Medical Services, and all the medical college professionals and paramedics and technicians, administrative staff, who joined hands and who have made this amazing feat possible. And this award is a real stimulus for us to work harder for. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to you and the entire team. Dr. Niranjan Mishra, Director, Public Health, and Dr. S. Mohanty, Joint Director, Health Services, to receive Silver in Health category for National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program, Odisha.
Thank you for recognizing our report in reducing the malaria load and malarial death, and recognize the state of Odisha for getting this prestigious award. Thank you very much on behalf of the state and behalf of my director. This is a good endeavor and a well-deserved recognition too. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to both. Silver in irrigation goes to Irrigation Design and Research Board, Government of Kerala, for flood forecast and early warning system for Periyar Chalukudi basins. Mr. P. Nath, Secretary, Water Resources Department. Mr. Nath. Mr. Kalyan Chakravarti, Principal Secretary, Labour Welfare Department, Government of Assam, for ease of doing business. Silver in Labour. Do we have...
One second. Yeah. So, thank you very much, Dr. Gujral and Danjal. It's been a long association with you. We just starting, as I said, we have started in right earnest. I should say I'm disappointed with silver, but we have a long way to go. Next year we should be back with greater effort. But my entire offices across the state, we're doing our best to balance between business friendliness and labor welfare. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving this encouragement to the state of Assam, to all the officers who put in their best across the state. And we hope we'll come back for greater laurels next year. Thank you very much.
Absolutely true. Look forward to see you again. This is the only way we get connected. Mr. Sandeep Nanduri, Director, Tourism and Managing Director, Tamil Nadu Tourism Development Corporation, Silver in Tourism, for increasing customer reach and improving service quality. Mr. V. Sarvanan, Joint Managing Director, Silver in Water, Tamil Nadu Water Supply and Drainage Board, for water quality monitoring in rural panchayats.
Thank you, sir. Myself, Tamil Shelvan. On behalf of our Joint Managing Director, I just received the SKOCH Awards on Silver. It's our pleasure to have such a wonderful award from SKOCH Groups. Thank you a lot.
Congratulations. Silver in Women and Child Development goes to Women and Child Development Department, Government of Kerala, for Aswa Sanidhi, Ms. Priyanka Ji, Director. Mr. Prafulla Kumar Malik, Chief Executive Officer, Odisha Space Applications Center, Gold in e-Governance, for village-wise plot level analysis of paddy crop growing areas. Mr. Malik, you are muted, sir.
Thank you very much for this great award. And I thank all my colleagues in our state government and in ORSAC to back this award. Our sincere thanks to the SKOCH team who have really evaluated this award for the benefit of the people. And we love to disseminate the idea to other states to bring transparency in the MSP process using space technology and mobile technology and high-end computing. Thank you very much. Again, we look forward. Thank you all.
Congratulations to you and the entire team. Gold in e-Governance goes to DBT APSC and T Center for Excellence for Bioresources and Sustainable Development, Department of Science and Technology, Arunachal Pradesh, for Bioresources and Sustainable Development Center of Excellence, Dr. Debajit Mahanta, Project Director.
So thank you very much, SKOCH Group, Dr. Danjal, for selecting and giving us for this prestigious award. I owe this award to all my scientist colleagues, all the staff, one and all in the center, the Arunachal Pradesh State Council for Science and Technology, all my colleagues in the Scientific Council, our Honorable Chairman, Secretary Science and Technology, who has been guiding us for this, working hard. Definitely this award will motivate us, and we look forward to do excels and really turn the center into the center of excellence for the furtherance of biotechnology and sustainable development of bioresources in the state of Arunachal Pradesh as well as in the Northeast. Thank you very much. Thank you for this prestigious award for awarding us. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Mahanta. Mr. Uday Kumar Swaroop, Director, Department of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Government of West Bengal for Bangla Shri. Gold in Ease of Doing Business.
I, on behalf of Dr. Swaroop, Director MSME, Mo Sen, Joint Director of Directorate of MSME, Department of MSME and Textile, Government of West Bengal. We thank you for choosing our this effort, and we'll be happy to continue this effort to do further better in the coming years. Thank you very much. Thanks to the entire SKOCH team.
Congratulations. In the forest category, gold goes to Kaziranga National Park and Tiger Reserve for expansion, consolidation and improvement. Wildlife habitat. Mr. M.K. Yadava, Principal Chief Conservator and Head of Forest Force. Mr. Amit Datta, Managing Director, West Bengal Handicrafts Development Corporation Limited for Manjusha. Gold in handlooms and textiles category.
On behalf of the entire team, I would like to thank the SKOCH Group. It's indeed a proud moment for the entire team. Thank you so much. As we have already discussed, we would dedicate ourselves even in a better way for the development of the artisans and the excellence of the handicrafts of Bengal. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to you and the entire team.
Thank you.
Platinum in handlooms and textiles goes to the West Bengal State Handloom Weavers Cooperative Society, Tantuja, for supply of fabric for school uniform for 1 crore students. I invite Mr. Rabindranath Roy, Managing Director.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you to Chairman and the group of SKOCH Group. All the team members, our sincere thanks and gratitude. I congratulate as well as thank you to every members of SKOCH Group. Thank you.
Well, congratulations to you. It's quite a deep effort, which has got multifarious impact on the society. So, such efforts not only should be sustainable, they should scale and help even a larger number of stakeholders. Congratulations to you and the entire team. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the announcement of SKOCH Awards for the 87th round. I bring to you congratulations sent by our chairman and founder, Mr. Sameer Kochar. So congratulations once again to all the participants. I request all of you to kindly switch on your videos so that we can take a group photograph with everyone together. Please switch on your videos before we say bye to everyone, and request and a hope to see you once again with even a larger number of achievements. Yeah, I can see only 2-3 videos which are not on. Please switch on all your videos.
Screenshot.
You can also take a picture, take a screenshot, as we also do. Kindly look into the camera. Please look into the camera. I'll take one more picture and that's it. Well, thank you so much. It's been a great day. Wish we had more time to discuss, more time to deliberate, more time to exchange knowledge, which has actually grown manifold today after having interacted with you in several interventions, which is what you have done. Not to say the least that this is not the end. This perhaps is only the beginning. And as I said in the beginning,
you called us.
1 second. Can I just request for one more picture, please?
In order to take it to the next level, our efforts have to be sustainable.
Can I request one more
Thank you very
picture?
much for joining us, and namaskar from my side.